let's jump into it. Um,
Woohoo!
who would like to bring us all up to speed for some inspiration?
Hmm.
I'll
An
do it.
awkward pause right when he asks that.
I have one, so if anyone else wants it.
Fuck, I'll take it. Um, we started, I believe the day. No. We had errands to finish running. A couple of us went to church. Couple of us got
Mhm.
mauled by baby mimics.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh, those same people did take a lot of money a uh from a
Completely
merchant.
reputable businessman.
Um, uh,
And
dear dear Dom discovered a like dark underbelly of some kind that is dealing with weird things that appear to be similar to things described to us in the ruins of the ancients. Super spooky.
And dear
Um,
Doug learned the value of notes.
um, uh, we hung out a lot. We partied with some dwarves on multiple occasions. Um, Cal did something. It was kind of a scam, but not to like anyone's significant benefit or detriment. Just kind of a fun game, really.
Yeah,
Uh,
he got some coin out of it. Definitely, I mean, a pretty good grift.
mhm.
that's what that means. Okay.
And then we socialized a little bit and learned a little bit about each other.
And ended with a great big dance party at the Black Mountain
Mhm.
Inn.
Yeah, a crab dance party.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right, because Rainier taught Cal how to gird his loins, and that was the inciting incident for a dance party.
Yeah, just weird information that I Max have. How to tie a skirt up so you can run around in it.
Right. Oddly enough, Max, I also had that information because I like a YouTube channel that covers that sort of shit.
I'm very glad I wasn't the only person who knew that.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I knew mine because of church. So your
Oh boy.
answer's technically cooler. Yeah.
I don't know. Like I think it's sort of sweet that church teaches you were in a church and that's how you learned how to do that.
No,
It's good to take
like.
something away.
Excellent.
That was
Uh,
me projecting my own bitterness. I didn't
Yeah,
learn any sick tricks in
yeah,
church.
we didn't learn any sick kick
I
flips
learned
in
I
this
learned
case.
how to win in tic-tac-toe. That's all I learned.
well, that does suck. I learned a lot of cool shit.
Well, hopefully we can put it to the test in our game today. Let's see
Yeah.
if we can
Let's
use
do
that
it.
information. Yeah.
See how
Let's
much
see.
Good to
church
learn.
knowledge Max can bring to table.
Yeah, hell
I
yeah.
don't think anyone wants that to play that game. Actually, that sounds terrible.
Also, just I know we sort of covered it, but just want to highlight Ember almost died to a book.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
The book ate like her whole arm.
Yeah.
The dice have
Uh-huh.
decided that I am the bitch of this game. I am the crit
Yeah.
bitch.
Oh,
It's just the way it's gonna be. I will get crit all the time so that you all don't have to. It's fine.
It's fine.
oh.
It's fine. Excellent, excellent.
It
Max,
happens. It
go
happens.
ahead and give yourself inspiration.
Thank you.
Okay. Amazing. Let us we're gonna do two things. One is uh because it was scheduled for the 10th of chess, which is the day that a lot of events happen here in town. Dom, did you want to do you want to like RP out going to your friend's funeral? How much of that like do you want to explore?
Yeah, might as well, right?
Yeah, I mean,
That
it
that would
was something you were scheduled to do, so
Yeah.
if you want to, yeah, go into that.
Yeah,
Cool.
let's do it. Let's do
Yeah,
it.
cool. And then we'll time jump to the following day, the following morning, essentially for everybody. Um, Excellent. Cool. You head over to the Church of Lathander,
Quick question.
where yes.
Dom, are you telling anybody else in the group what you're doing this morning?
Um, I don't see any reason why not. So
Okay.
like during the morning, I would be like, yeah, today's the day that I'm gonna go to the funeral.
But would you like any company?
Not particularly.
Very well then.
It's just something I feel I personally need to do.
Understood. We'll be here when you're ready. Another ale, please.
Coming up.
Thank you.
You all continue having, your breakfasts on the day of the 10th. And Dom, you head over to the Church of Lathander, where the service for your deceased halfling friend Dundon Hornblower is occurring. Um, you arrive in the church, and there are attendants in place, and there's like little signage of like ceremony happening over here in this room, and they have essentially like a viewing set up for him. They have magically reposed his put gentle repose on him, such that he still looks um, what they've done their best to make him look presentable. It is not a closed casket, but it's only like torso up in his little casket that they have for him. The lower body being not covered up by the uh, closed lid. There are not a lot of people in attendance here. You see uh, several people that are like they're dressed well, but you can see like a life of working within the mines on them. And he came here specifically to also work in the mines, looking to, better his life, make a little bit more money, get out of Karakara. Altogether, there's probably maybe 6 people here, 4 dwarves, another halfling, and a human fellow. After a certain amount of time, uh, the doors are closed in the chamber, and a funeral rites ceremony is begun. A priest that later on in the day, an attendant that later on you will come to know as Beverly when you meet her, a older priest is who leads this ceremony. Human male, kind of scraggly white hair. Um, they speak of Lathander's light and how it cures and purifies everyone, no matter what path they took in life, and that his light reaches even down into the deepest depths of the mines in Maras. A few people come up and speak a few words, co-workers, seemingly. Everyone has nice things to say about um, Dudon. It's a fairly short ceremony. Everyone's given a little time to say their respects at the casket, and people eventually begin to filter their way out. What is it that you are doing here?
Throughout the ceremony, he'd be pretty quiet. Um, wouldn't give a eulogy, but he would wait for his moment to pay respects at the casket and go. Um, I know this is a one in shot, 1 in a million, but Dudon, are you here right now?
Few moments pass. Another few moments, and
Yeah, that's what I figured.
you begin to make the move to turn away from the casket, um and you hear a very soft voice. um you don't see where it's coming from, but it seems to be coming like kind of just directly behind you a little bit. Dom, is that you?
Hey, you're here?
um Kinda. I It's so weird. I could hear you for a minute. I haven't heard anyone in a while.
Yeah, this is pretty new for me too. Um, can you follow me back to one of the pews? I can't stay up here too long without making it weird.
Um, maybe. Hold, let me see how far I can get. And you hear the voice come from like one of the first rows saying like, "Okay, I think this is about as far as I can get from where I." Oh, that's my body, isn't it?
Yeah. Um, he'll sit down as close as he can, and he's trying to be somewhat quiet about this, so that he doesn't look too crazy talking to himself at a funeral. Ah, Dudon, what did you do? What did you get into? What?
It's the strangest thing, Dom. One minute I'm digging in the dirt up at these weird ruins some of my friends told me about. We all took like a day trip up there. And then, they found a few coins and whatnot. And well, I found this strange little kind of pyramid thing. Started messing with it, and it just lit up. And I started floating. I swear, like I was flying, you know? Just a few feet off the ground, which is a lot for me. And then it all went white. Now I'm here.
Yeah, I'm afraid Floral's mixed up in whatever you happen to be mixed up in too. Although hers seems a bit more intentional than yours. You know, I shouldn't be talking to you right now, and that it shouldn't even be possible. This is all pretty new for me, and I don't know what to do with it. I wish you were actually here so we could talk about it, but clearly that's not a possibility anymore.
Mm, yeah. Looking around the place here. And again, you don't see a physical form. You just sense like a presence, right?
Yeah.
Um yeah, looking around here. Looks like not too many people. You know me, I'm slow at making friends, and
But good friends you do make.
I can't believe you came all the way out here.
Why wouldn't I?
It's a long trip.
It was a fun one. You would have liked it. I gotta
You
ask you, with this newfound ability of mine, I have these two options ahead of me because I'm able to do a lot of good with it. I just don't know how far I should go with it. There's this group, they're doing a bunch of things, big things, a lot of good money in it. But I'm wondering, Do I get mixed up in the same thing you got mixed up in and follow the same fate? Do I risk that? Or do I take this back home and do something good with it? Well, I'd be doing something good with it regardless, but should
I,
my reach be more local?
I guess I have a couple questions. I mean, you want to get mixed up in mining? It's tough work.
No. No, mixed up in whatever got you killed.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know exactly what it was, but it was something wonderful. At first. I mean, as for the other, I mean, if there's good money in it, then I mean, it's hard to say no to that.
That's true.
And I'm just gonna take a stab in the proverbial dark here and say that the new thing you're talking about is like talking to me because I'm dead and you're like conversating.
Yeah, it's not just you. I can talk to a lot of dead people now.
Oh,
They're actually extremely helpful.
you you ever talk to your sister?
Not yet. Not until I go back home.
Mm, well, I hope you do.
I'll keep it in mind. I don't know what I'd say to her after all these years.
I don't know. I mean, what do you think being dead is like?
In due time, I'll know.
Right now, it's not like anything.
Well, that's not very comforting.
No. But if what they say is true, then I'll be with Lathander, and that'll be all right.
Yeah, I'm sure. Would understand he does take care of his people. I gotta ask you everything I've asked everybody else. Is there any last piece of business you would like me to finish for you?
Hmm. Just tell Phil Laurel that I'm sorry. I,
Sorry for what?
being out, I don't know. I thought maybe there was something between us, and she didn't. That's kind of the reason why I ended up out here.
Well, I'll pass along your message, and you should know that she misses you,
Hmm.
even if those feelings weren't returned.
Yeah, that's all right. Well, Dom, look, I don't know much longer I'm gonna be able to speak to you like this, but
Oh, yeah, I don't mean to keep you much longer from whatever you have left going on, but
no, I just I I feel something different around me. I'm not sure what it is. You should follow your heart, though.
thank you. I was gonna say one more thing. God.
Hey, you know,
Oh, I may call upon you in the future, for your expertise in mining.
oh sure, just have your people call my people.
Definitely.
Hey, you hear that?
No, I'm sorry, that's just you.
I think they're calling me.
I think you should answer.
And you you sense the presence dissipating, but you also could swear in that moment where you held this connection to your friend in this place that you could swear the light coming through these stained glass windows in this room just brightened ever so slightly and then dimmed once more.
Goodbye, Dejan. And he will slowly get up and make his way out back to the rest of the group to do what he already did last session.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Excellent. It is the morning of the 11th. The 11th of chess. It is currently let's say around like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. Is there anything that you all wish to do on this day? Any preparations for the journey ahead? What would you guys like to do?
Rainier and I shared a room, so in the morning I would like to talk to him.
Cool. Yeah, he just spends like the morning doing regular morning routine stuff, braiding his hair and sharpening his utility weapons.
Not a
Almost said
dagger,
night.
his utility.
Not a dagger.
Almost said
Specifically,
it.
not a dagger.
Almost said it.
Yeah. You know what? A D4, it ain't worth the ain't worth negating the disadvantage. I'm gonna say it. It's not worth it. But just like going through, like just prepping his bag and everything.
Hey, Rainier, you seem like the extremely capable type.
Deeply
But,
flattering.
like, on our way back, should something happen, I feel like you were probably the most likely to survive. Please don't tell the others.
Kind of shrugs.
Right. I had a bit of a day yesterday, and if anything happens to me, I need you to carry out something for me, if that's okay.
Naturally.
I need you to find my friend Floral Nada. We talk about in my video where she worked. I know she's a merchant, but I don't know if we
Um,
got that.
yes. She works at. Hold on, let me pull that up so I will say the correct thing. Um, do I have that in your personal notes? Yes, it's in your personal notes. I have. She serves tables at the Red Meadery, which is like kind of like your local haunt. It's a barn tavern.
Type. Yeah, you can find her at the Red Meadery. She gave me a package to deliver to an Arius troll bleeder, and I think it's somehow related to what Barakas wants us to do. And I need to know that she's not into anything dangerous because I think I got into something dangerous because of her.
What do you mean?
I don't know for sure yet. I just need you to ask her about the package that I delivered. But I don't know if she's gonna believe you and believe that you're on my side if I'm not around. So there's a password that she gave me when she told me to deliver the package. I think if you give that password, she might be more willing to believe you.
What is it?
Well, you would say the brighter the torch, the deeper the shadow, and then you should expect her to respond. In the shadows, we are free. But with that, and I need you to tell her that Dudon says I'm sorry. Can you do that?
Of course.
And
Although,
if I make it to Karakara, then obviously this is all moot. and I'll go talk to her myself. But
Right, absolutely. I was gonna say, I hope to God that it's not something that this comes to, but you have so deeply piqued my curiosity, and I would hope, based on this conversation, you would trust me sufficiently that when you survive and make it to Karakara
mhm,
and get to speak to her personally, you
uh,
tell me what the fuck you're talking about now.
I very much plan on sharing any information I got because I know this is all a bit vague, but it's all I
Yeah.
have right now. Please don't tell any of the others.
Naturally.
Okay. Thank you. That's all I got.
Wonderful.
And what was her name again?
Floral,
Valoral?
with the F. I spelled it, correct me if I'm wrong, DM. FELORAL.
I will put it in chat so you see it as well. I'm putting the apostrophes kind of like where the separation, the pronunciation is. Phil nada, nada,
Yeah.
Okay.
Phil Laurel.
There's a deep high drama afoot back there.
It's so severe. I gotta mute myself.
Anything else that anybody wants to do on this day? Just as a reminder, so it is currently the 11th of Chess. The festival, the Harvest Festival in Karakara starts on the 22nd, and it is at minimum a 10-day journey across the wilds to get to Karakara. Granted that like you don't get like lost or waylaid or anything like that.
Cal would like to get drunk. We don't need
Easily
to RP
done.
it, but just yeah.
Easily done.
Dom will do the same with Cal. He had a day
Wonderful.
yesterday, so it's time to drink.
Yeah.
Okay, some early morning drinking. There are dwarves getting off from their shift in the mines, and they are very happy to like eat. Like you see people getting drunk, like it's not weird to be like get drunk very early in the morning here.
Yeah, I'll just spend time getting drunk with Dom, and anyone who comes in with long enough clothing on their upper half, I will try and instruct them on how to gird their loins.
Hell yeah. There's 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 a lot of people here who like I've only heard the phrase but I don't know what it means. And you begin instructing them on it. Yeah. A couple people like lose their balance and fall over while attempting it, but you teach a new skill to several people today.
Excellent.
Great. Is there anything anybody wants to do today before we just skip to the Monday the 12th?
Buy a bunch of rations.
Oh, that's a good call.
Yeah, I was
I'm
thinking
gonna
about
guess we don't got those.
picking up a cart or making one. I still have these 3 blocks of iron, the ingots that I made out of the scimitars.
And just to be clear, yeah, with your ability, I'm thinking like small cart.
Well,
If you want something that's like big enough,
Okay.
like carriage, that's a different thing. That that's different.
Yeah, no, I'm not thinking anything that's getting pulled by an animal.
Yeah.
Like just something
Hand
for
cart, hand cart.
basically. Yeah. Sorry, you say hand cart and I think of like a dolly because I've
shit.
worked in a warehouse for too long. So that's what I think of when I hear
Right,
hand
right,
cart.
right. Hand cart. Yeah, yeah.
Well,
But yeah, yeah, exactly that.
Wheelbarrow.
So, like, bigger than a wheelbarrow, like almost rickshaw sized, but
I
not
know
yeah.
what the hold on. Let me show you
Rickshaw.
what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
so I
It's,
can sit in this. Wonderful.
absolutely not.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah. I
Yeah.
think we're all on the same page for that one. Yeah. Um,
But
Who is
why?
going to buy rations?
more church information.
Church stuff. I think you could use like using your ability, like using the iron to form out pieces of it.
Oh,
I'm
I was
gonna
just gonna buy. I'm sorry, I was just gonna buy this.
Okay. I was gonna say, I was like, I know it will like the intention of the thing is like if you build a shovel hand like a shovel head, it can make a handle for the shovel. But like complex things like this, like I would say like, you gotta get some like wood to like, put in this pile of stuff that you're gonna Full Metal Alchemist into a cart. um but yeah, I mean, you can certainly purchase a cart here. It's 15 gold for a cart like this. You could also purchase a carriage that it could squeeze everyone for about 100 gold. And then it's 150 to probably get a cart that is large enough to fit everyone. But that's also not horse included. That's just the product itself.
Yeah, no, I don't have that much in liquid assets at the moment. So
Cool. Yeah, if you want to get a cart, 15 gold, easily done.
How much was that? That Ted does not cannot afford.
If you want,
somehow
like,
I'm still broke. So
if you,
I
yeah,
have
so
a lot of money.
yeah, so if you want
I'm ready.
if you want a carriage that everyone would have to squeeze into, it's 100 gold. A carriage that can like is a little bit bigger, can fit and accommodate essentially like people inside and then room for drivers on top. That's 150, but horses are separate from that.
Well, let me
Would-
ask this question.
the second would the 100 gold cart. I assume that would also require some sort of animal.
Requires an animal, yeah. I mean, it doesn't have to be horse, like you could do like mule, you know what I mean? But like you would need a pack animal of some kind.
Okay.
What is the likelihood that a large carriage is going to make it, given the fact that we're going through an area that has no roads? I mean, we're going through the woods, is my understanding, or the wilderness at least.
That's what I thought too.
We like a small cart like this will be easier to use if we need to, but if we can carry everything we need, I think most of us are we at a point where we need to be worrying about extraneous luggage movement?
I don't think we have that yet.
That's why I was just looking at the 15 gold one.
Right. How much is like a mule?
Gold, I think.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Just because I have horse up right now.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, draft horse is 50 gold. And then donkey or mule is 8 gold.
Okay.
Oh,
Still
wow.
good.
Right.
Plus feed.
Yeah.
I heavily vote. I just don't like walking.
Well,
Well,
a single mule, like, in order for us to have a carriage that would carry all of us, we need at least 2 pack beasts, and even that feels like not enough.
So to also, so we're on the map so we can see like what we're doing, right? You'd be coming from Karakara, from Miraz, heading over to Karakara, right? Actually, it'd be more cutting across like this. This is the most direct route, right?
Okay.
There's a little exit over the bridge, from back of town, cut directly across, right? It is possible to also go like this, but you see the line is much longer.
Right.
So you have, and like there's basic knowledge of the geography, right? Like you guys have basic knowledge of the geography here, enough to be able to have an idea of like this is the layout of our continent for the most
Right.
part. You know that there is this river here, and it's either head south and cross at the old road, or find a way across the river, leading into some of the crooked hills that then cut into Karakara.
Just if we're gonna have to cross the bridge anyway, doesn't it? I mean, sure, it's more direct to go through the woods, but wouldn't it be faster and easier on the road?
I mean, it would be, but then we're adding a couple days to the travel. We're not going
Yeah.
to be there the first of the
Are-
festival.
Are we?
Not faster.
There's like less distance, but also slower pace, farther distance, but faster pace. I don't know. Like I said, this is my first trip out of town coming back from Bastion, so I will leave it to the experts.
I'll look at Dom and Laylis.
What about me?
Yeah.
You're forest experts.
Yes. Forest,
Right.
Well,
not wildlands.
mean-
What do I know of the river and crossing it?
Um,
Like, are we gonna have to drop down to that road in order to cross it?
make a history check for me.
Okay.
And Layla, so you're, if you're in any forest, right, then your skills are active, right? Because
Ooh.
that's your chosen land, right?
Yes.
That's your favorite terrain. So cutting across here, while it is a lot of plains, like there's still plenty of wild and forest. It's just not like on the map, right? So
Okay. See, to be honest, when I pictured wildlands, I just pictured like the old school Yu-Gi-Oh card Sagan that is just grass and hills.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Nice.
I mean, this area, like as you can see, like definitely has like plains and whatnot. So like, not all of this travel is going to be within forest, but I'm just not putting trees fucking everywhere on this map to denote
Understood.
trees, right?
Okay,
Like,
now-
think about when you go outside your house. There's trees in some places and trees in not some places.
2 feet here, I have expertise. 2 feet to the left, and I have no control.
Right. So you have the opportunity to you will be in and out of forest anytime you're going through the wilds, at least here.
Yes.
Dom, the river that cuts down that carries trade from Karakara to Bastion, also sometimes carries trade from Maras. People will come down to some of the river towns and then shoot a boat up as well. You know that, of course, there is the crossing on the old road. There's a toll there to pay, just like any of the bridges to help maintain them. And with the 15, that some of these old, like, there are like farmsteads out here, along the riversides. Some of them have like old bridges. You don't know how many of them like are around or like is still in good condition, but you are aware of like, yeah, there's like old bridges that people don't really use anymore. So it is possible for a crossing. It is all like the river itself, without any kind of boat, would be difficult to cross. Like, it's swimmable, but it's dangerous swimmable. You would definitely want a watercraft of some kind to not risk drowning.
Hmm. Well, there are some bridges along the river that we can still cross. We just made a look at it at that time, but I'm fairly confident we can keep going the short distance.
just worried about getting there at the beginning of the festival, since we were warned that O'Malley might be conceive it as something at the beginning of the festival.
Like my dad is a carrot,
Sorry. Should we put it up to a vote?
Might as well.
All right. So for this competition,
Everyone for taking the old road.
I want to split into
Okay.
I mean, I figure we risk it, right?
Oh, I'll be abstaining from this vote. I've got no idea which is the better way to go.
I don't know that any of us do at this point. We are just
Pros and cons, probably.
Yeah.
We'll
Well, if
just
no
take
one
the
else is
straight
voting, I'm
shot.
voting for the straight shot.
Yes, I guess less time on the road is better.
Also, like, in theory, we just gotta go one direction. So, like, it'll probably be fine.
Probably.
Also, the
That's-
road kind of sucked, as y'all recall, so.
So between your teams,
So you
Yeah,
think,
and
so
that's
you think
supposed
the
to be-
wilderness will be better?
Right.
I mean, I don't think it'll be worse. We got attacked by 2 species what don't cooperate. We got attacked by bandits at least once. Guess we count the horps.
But I do know this. Either way we go, I'd prefer not to have to do any, well, heavy
Walk.
lifting for any long periods of time. So, well, no, walking's quite pleasurable. I rather enjoy it. But it seems like we'll need supplies, and I don't feel like being weighed down. So, those of you who know, 2 donkeys or mules, would that be sufficient?
I mean, we're gonna have to, like, feed them and walk them through stuff. That's the whole fucking thing.
I mean, I can drive a cart.
I was just figuring it'd be easier, but if we don't need a cart, we don't need a cart.
I feel like I'm gonna end up having to push it, and I don't really want to do that.
I will say walking with your own gear is better than pushing it, but I think Cal was making a statement that he don't want to do neither.
He doesn't want to
So-
walk, but that's gonna be kind of a problem.
No, he
Well,
said walking's fine. It's to the
Fine.
carrying his own shit.
I
and
mean,
then
I got
also
a big
pushing
inside
another.
bag. You want to just put shit inside the big inside bag? It's fine.
Well, I mean,
Or do
that's
you
it.
want the mules?
I didn't mean to make this so complicated. I apologize.
If you got a strong feeling about mules, we can go get a mule, I guess.
Yeah.
If you feel like.
No,
That's
no,
just something you wanna-
I have no idea what I'm doing. I just hear tell stories of people that when they set
Okay.
out traveling have pack animals to carry things.
I mean,
This is true, but I think the big inside bag is
Yeah,
a
tell you what.
a significant goal.
you fill out.
Merv is our pack animal. Got it.
Right. You put all what you want inside like a backpack, and then we'll just shove it on in there.
Very
Wanna
well.
Put a backpack in your bag.
Right.
Put little labels on every bag for whose stuff is whose.
It would be helpful, yeah. Or maybe we'll like stitch it. I think I can make like a stitching kit. Give me a bit of time.
I'm not good at stitching, but I know someone who is.
Are you being intentionally? Is this a ghost thing?
It's a ghost thing.
Okay. I'm gonna assume when you're intentionally vague like that, you're referring to a ghost.
It's a pretty good idea.
Hmm.
How expensive is 10 days worth of rations?
I think it's
5
5
gold.
gold.
5 gold, fantastic.
That's about how much I'm marking off for myself too.
It's also 20 pounds, right? So most of you, I think, can handle the extra weight, but just keeping in mind, it is extra weight.
Cal can handle it. He just does not want to
Yeah.
handle it.
So if you want, like if you want to put it in the big inside bag to like consolidate, that kind of
Yeah.
stuff, I mean.
Just write down
And-
what stuff you got inside my bag.
Yeah. And
And-
also
and
consider
two-
that your ranger can hunt for food and gather food as well.
Wahoo! If he wants to, we
If he
can't
wants
make
to.
him.
He does not have to.
I mean, I'm pretty good with cooking tools.
Um, to a very important point, I know I don't typically care about carry weight inside of a big inside bag, but Sean, how do you feel about weight inside a big inside bag?
Oh yeah, it holds 500 pounds. It's not gonna break if it holds 501 or 510, but if I check it and it's like 600, it breaks.
There you go. Important things to know.
But lucky enough, you can just make a new one. So
Yeah.
you're actually not in that big of an issue.
The
My
bag
estimate-
explodes, and we just have to spend an hour picking everything back up and putting it in a new bag.
My estimate for it currently is that it's at about 100 pounds. If we count up all the fucking like bottles and vials and kits.
Yeah, I don't even know if they put weight in it.
Cal
I don't
will
think they do, but I'm
also-
keeping track.
Cal will also just buy a plain sack, and then everyone, but particularly Merv, will witness he's probably takes him 20 minutes. He's just pulling gold coins out of everywhere, like pockets, like his shoes, various folds in his robes, everywhere, until he puts 450 gold in this sack and ties it up and says, Merv, if you don't mind, is the bank open for a deposit?
Indeed. Here you go. Pull the drawstring.
Fantastic.
Cal, do you have like a bedroll and shit to like actually? I know we've been on the road, but I have no idea where you've been sleeping.
Oh yes, I do. That's this thing that I've never unrolled. Just sort of use
Okay,
it for a
well,
pillow.
you're gonna need to get. Tell you what, Cal, you want to share? I got a 2-person tent I bought. I decided to splurge.
Oh, wonderful.
You just share the. Yeah, I feel like you're gonna want to share the tent, or you're gonna get real grumpy.
As long as I get to be the little spoon.
Right. Also, the smell is gonna be challenging, I think. I'm gonna use it as my like kind of mobile workshop when I need to. I got an idea for maybe like making a fume flap.
It sort of feels like counterintuitive to the idea of having shelter is to
Right.
flood it with bad smells.
Oh, I mean that's why you make a fume flap. I put a bucket underneath it in case it rains.
What?
Amazing.
This is baffling.
Amazing. Any other preparations that need to be made?
I suppose like if we
Oh,
go
shit.
shopping, if we go like for those of us who need to pick up a ration or two left, is there anything weird we need to be aware of with the guy who seems to own this shop?
Don't sweat it.
I mean, some of the stuff actually is coming from the Burlap Emporium. The guy who had the mimic attack and the guy who Dom met. Things seem business as normal. Like there's nothing weird. He's not acting weird. Like customers are coming and going. Like it's a normal day.
Cool. Do the friends of the Burlap Emporium still get their discount if they need it?
No, that was on the day they saved it.
Also, I'm not going back in there. There might be a fucked up book or something.
Your statement baffles Rainier, but he is going to go regardless.
Don't touch like anything
Can I
you
see
don't
the
gotta.
timer? Swipe up real quick. I set a timer for 12 minutes. How much time is left? Oh no. Oh,
Excellent. Any any further preparations that need to be made?
Rations check.
Rations.
No,
Yes, I
no
do
number
need a
2.
couple rations. I need like 4 more. I would say
Wait.
4 more.
We got meat for the boy. Check.
Sure. Rations. They're 5 silver for a day's ration. So that's 2 gold. Will get you 4 days rations.
Cool, I can do that. No, not 120. 10. Thank you. Got it. Okay.
We're good.
Okay. With rations secured, equipment secured, your things secured. Are you looking to leave today, the 11th, or are you looking to leave tomorrow, the 12th?
See no
I feel
reason to
like
stay personally.
Yeah, we
I
gotta
feel like
get
if
it.
we have nothing planned, we should leave.
I gotta get
Uh,
going.
Give us
Okay.
buffer.
um, um, Ember, I assume that you like meet up with your parents to tell them that you are leaving.
Part of me wants to just be like, nope, we just head out. But yes, Ember would say goodbye. Be back
Um,
in I don't know, a couple weeks. Just here to carry
Couple weeks to a
Kara up.
year.
wonderful. Your father gives you a big hug, long, like moments longer than it normally should be, and he just says, "I'm just gonna miss you so much. You be safe out there and watch over your friends. They're gonna need you.
Yeah, I know.
Your mother would be so proud."
I'll be back before you know it.
I'm just gonna give you these for the road. And he packs you a little like basket that's full of some muffins and donuts and some scones, just some baked goods for the road.
Hell yeah. I tell no one.
um, you gather yourselves, head out of the western gate of town. There's a small bridge covering over the river off to the side of Maras, and you all head out. This is not the old road, but it is a road that begins leading into like some of the farmlands outside here in Maras. You see ahead of you. Sweeping, rolling fields with the mountains rising high behind you, forests deep into the distance, and you all begin your travel into the wilds here.
Nice. Gonna find me a bunny rabbit.
Okay, roll survival to find you a bunny rabbit.
That
You find a bunny rabbit. You find three. They scatter. What is it that you were doing?
I might be looked down upon for this, but then I tell Basar he can just go chase them.
Okay. Basar chases down these bunnies. He catches one of them before the others skitter off. And he brings back a dead bunny and drops at your feet.
I just he can have it. I just tell him he can have it. It's fine. It's fine. You caught
Excellent.
it. It's all
Uh,
good.
it's you didn't think that this is you're not sure this is normal or not, but like it's like his jaw dislocates and he just kind of like swallows this bunny, not very large bunny.
Like a
Um,
snake.
yeah, kind of like a snake.
I just
And
give him that like creeped out look. I'm like, okay,
uh,
this is
and
what
then
we do.
he crawls up, like begins like climbing up onto your back to like find a little like crook on your shoulder and backpack to kind of like watch from up high.
Okay, now I'm your pet. Now I'm your podium. Got it. Got it. Didn't even like walking to begin with, but it's fine.
On this first day of travel, can some actually? I will tell us the order of which this will happen. Can I get Amber to roll a d12 for
Lucky number 3.
me? Okay, excellent. Um, Today, let's see, what is our weather like today? Okay. Today we have scattered clouds, but it's mostly clear. Um, the morning goes by uneventful, leading into the afternoon. It's a hard trudge as you're, well, actually, sorry, it's not a hard trudge as you're still very close passing by a lot of the farmlands here. As you end the day, or heading into the afternoon, you are leaving the local farmlands behind, and the path that you had been following stops and gives way to just the grasslands and the forests. No guides of civilization left. And a few hours go by as early evening begins to creep in, and the lights of the city and the farmlands are left behind you and then are disappeared entirely. Um, an uneventful first day's travel. You all find a place to make camp for the evening. Do you set up watches and fire? How do you handle your camping situation?
Absolutely watches.
Yeah.
Rainier just defaults to like immediately going out to sit watch.
Okay. um, who who wants first watch of the evening?
Mr. No Dark Vision.
Okay.
I also don't got dark vision.
Oh, it's true. I keep forgetting you're not a gnome.
Eh.
Doesn't the Does the Dragonborn have dark vision?
Nope.
Well, see, he was never on the roster, so.
Yeah, we're
Would you-
assuming Callus.
I'm more than happy to participate in keeping watch. What am I looking for?
No, it's mostly like
Oh.
you're staying awake
Oh,
for an
my-
extended period of time.
My expertise.
Okay.
I just figured it. I wasn't even going to bring it up, actually. I was not planning on waking you just because I did not want to, I don't know, figure out what happens to someone who wakes you up.
Why does everybody think Cal is like mean or something?
I mean, I don't think
all of
he's
a sudden?
mean.
I wasn't. That is not what I
I'll
said.
keep watch with you, Cal. We'll take middle watch.
Wonderful.
All right. I'll finish out the
Oh,
watch.
it's a good idea to pair up watches like that.
Yeah, one person who
Yeah.
can see and one person who can't. You know,
Right, but the problem.
we got 3 people who can see in the dark. We got 3 people who can't.
Right.
Makes a good point.
All right.
I'll
First,
stay up with Rainier then.
okay, that's no third watch then. That's just 1 and 2.
Oh,
I assume it's me and Leolis for third, as the
Fair,
only 2
yeah.
remaining.
Okay.
you-
Let me do Dom and Rainier first. Okay, cool. Excellent. Okay, Rainier and Dom both make perception checks for me as your watch comes.
ooh. Thanks, Drogar.
Oof. Oof.
Ooh, look at you boys. Um, Excellent. You notice there's firelights out here. It's peaceful. This far, like away from everything. And it's different from like your recent camping with the caravan, where there were like a lot of people and animals, and here it's just you all, and there is a brilliant sky putting on one of the most wonderful shows you can find. There are shooting stars, there are the bright, actually, this moon tonight is it is waning, almost new moon, so there's a very small crescent fading. Um, you can see strands of what people refer to as nebula and galaxies. It is a beautiful thing to see out here, removed from everything else. Your watch comes to an end. You noticed no things in the dark coming to find you. Everything is safe. Second watch, Cal and Amber. Let's get perception checks
Yeah,
from you
Amber, a
both.
quick question. I can't
Uh-huh.
I can't really see all that well. Would this be helpful or more harmful for trying to keep everyone safe? And I'll just cast dancing lights and sort of extend the globes out to the edges of our campsite.
I was going to keep the fire going
Oh, wonderful.
because I think more things are afraid of the fire than going to be coming running at it. So then again, I'm not the wilderness expert, so
Okay, excellent. You notice there's a bit of a rustling coming from some of the tall grasses nearby. And Ember, when you kind of stand up and take a few steps, you see like little tiny glowing eyes like turn in your direction, and then you can see the catch of like some brown fur. Just looks like small little nocturnal animals, like little like kind of nighttime varmints that just scatter and then run away. Your watch comes to an end. Everyone is safe and sound. No, nothing eventful occurs. Third watch, Merv and Laylis.
Try
This
this
is gonna
out.
go well.
Hope everybody has a good sleep.
I'm just gonna presume disadvantage.
I mean, you can do that if you choose. I'm just having everyone roll. Just roll.
Yeah,
general.
I'm not focusing on the watch.
Yeah.
I'm tinkering. Doing great.
Yeah.
We're crushing it.
Yeah. Merv, you're a little preoccupied. You kind of like look up from time to time, just like checking out what's around you. Every few moments, like you like catch a shooting star. Um,
Occasionally, I like coin flick with like a lit up coin into the dark just to see if anything's around it.
Yeah, yeah. Occasionally, like you see, again, like there's some you catch the reflections of like some little like tiny nocturnal, little like field mouse and that kind of thing, right? Um, Laylis, everything is so quiet and serene here. Like although you're rested at this point, you feel like you almost want to take a nap. Like there ain't nothing going on here. This place is safe as hell.
I'm gonna force myself to stay awake, so that way the watch doesn't, so nobody gets attacked. It's just gonna make sure I stay awake.
Yeah,
Play
absolutely.
around with the star, something.
Um, your watch comes to an end. The morning approaches, and no one is attacked in the night or anything like that. Your first night of travel and first day of travel was wonderful here out in the wilds.
Oh, that was fun, Amber. Thank you.
yeah.
It is sort of
Um,
my favorite part of the road.
the next day, you all gather yourselves together, your equipment, and begin heading out once more. Um, uh, let's see here. Cal, can you roll a d12 for me?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Wonderful. Let's check our weather today. Today is completely overcast and kind of drizzles every now and then, every few hours. It drizzles for about 20, 30 minutes and then stops. So not super uncomfortable, but not fully enjoyable. Um, you make your way through farther and farther away. There is nothing here. There are no buildings. It is just some rolling hills, gently sloping, a couple collections of trees every now and then. Um, who would be leading this expedition?
I
Probably
vote
Dom.
Rainier.
Okay, I hear Dom, and then I thought I heard someone volunteering Rainier.
Yes.
Is that correct, Rainier?
Uh, no.
Okay, then it is Dom. Um, uh, Dom, as you're kind of just head of the pack here, um, uh, uh, you're listening to people making small talk, and every now and then Basar kind of scampering off, running around the group, and then coming back in. Um, uh, in the afternoon, after you've all had like a short break for lunch, about an hour after that, you notice that there is like a fog bank that is like stands out. It's in a place that it shouldn't be. It is there, but it shouldn't be there. There's no reason for it to be here. And although the light wind that's coming is, you can see it moving, it just reforms itself as it is blown around. And you can see um, peeking out of like the top of the fog cloud is like the smallest like sign of a structure, but it's mostly obscured. And this would be about like a mile away. Like you're heading in eastern direction. This is like a little bit like a mile off to the northeast.
Call back. Heads up, we got some fog coming up. Any of you magic types able to determine if it's magical? Because something's not right.
What do you mean
You
something's not right?
It keeps reforming. It's not
as
acting
this is
like typical fog would.
as this is pointed out, you all now see that in a field where there are no hills nearby, there is just a fog cloud. It is like several hundred feet in diameter. It's about 45, 50 feet tall. And just out the top of it, around the center, you can see like it almost looks like a steeple of some kind of structure. And although the wind is blowing exactly as described, the cloud moves and rolls with wind, but is continuously just reforming itself.
Huh.
Should we go around, or I mean,
I think we can make it through.
It's not on your path. Like, it's on your path if you walk towards it. Like, it's not in front of you. You have to cross through. Like, it's a mile to the north east of you as you're heading east, right? So you have to approach it if you want to deal with it.
Oh, then I vote no.
Well, I'm not leading the group, so I'm following the leader.
About what time of day is it?
Roughly about 1 in the afternoon.
Oh, yes, as long as we don't have to make camp anytime soon, I don't see any reason why we need to investigate. Just leave it
I
well enough
mean-
alone.
If you give me 10 minutes, I can go like give it a glance. Gotta get
It's pretty far away.
right. I'd have to get a little closer.
Yeah, I don't know if it's worth that.
I mean, I'm kind of curious.
Is anyone else curious?
I mean, a little bit.
Yeah, like it's a little curious, ain't it? Like, look at it.
Well, I think that settles it.
I mean, just to go like
Doesn't it?
give it a look,
All right,
maybe.
let's go.
Yeah.
Like, we can run
Well-
away real fast if we gotta, I guess.
No, you've convinced me. It's imperative.
Hell yeah. Okay, I like your energy.
You all begin heading towards the fog cloud. As you make your approach, nothing changes. It remains exactly as you see, just billowing fog. It obscures whatever is within it. And instead, it's pretty wide fog cloud itself. And Merv, you want to get close enough to do like a detect magic? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah, to sit down, get within 20 feet,
Yeah, sure.
10 minutes.
You approach the edging of it. It's cooler in the general area of it. Um, as the wind dies down, the fog, its movement slows, like it
Mhm.
reacts naturally. You do your detect magic, and this fog itself is somewhat magical in nature. It's
Mhm.
not exactly like it's not like someone put a spell here,
Yeah.
but it has elements of the arcane in it.
Can I roll a nature check on like I don't know, a non like anomalous weather?
Sure.
Like
Um, I'll wait for that.
nice.
Alright. And
As
what
I'm
is
like
it?
looking through my glasses.
Yeah, and what is it you're like trying to
Um
determine?
Usually if there's anomalous weather like this, like is it just a naturally occurring phenomenon that can happen, or if there's like a source of it pumping it out?
Oh, you know for certain this is not natural.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like just to
There's
know that
no
there isn't, yeah, like naturally sometimes there are magical fucking fog things.
Yeah. Although like strange things do occur out in the world. Like in
Yeah.
the bog, fog
Shit's
occurs
weird in the
because it's
bog.
yeah, shit's weird, but like fog occurs where it's supposed to. Here, like there isn't any reason for this fog to
Mhm.
be here in the way that it is.
Yeah, Merv
Sorry, go ahead.
Merv is like scratching his mustache and is like, well, okay, so this isn't, I mean, it sounds obvious. It ain't naturally occurring. It is slightly magical, which means it probably has a source of some kind somewhere in there.
Is there a check I can make to determine what kind of structure? Like, do I know the area enough to know what structure would be obscured by the fog?
Ooh, very good. You can make a history check if you like.
Don't fail me now. Boom. Eh.
Not entirely sure.
Fair.
So I mean, we could go in there and like maybe it's like a magic something got left open, just spewing out fog. Or
Sounds
like
good. We'll start
oh,
walking into the fog.
okay.
Oh.
Ember walks into the fog. Uh, they like you can see them for a little bit before like the fog itself begins to like obscure, her. So if you all don't follow quickly, you will lose Ember in it.
As soon as it becomes clear that Amber's going to disappear into this fog, Cal is going to A, start following, and B, I'm going to fire up my dancing lights just to see if that helps or hurts the visibility in here, because it's
Yeah.
fog. It could go either way.
A little of both, but you color your lights.
I'll sort of cycle through things to see if I can find something that works, because I'm not
Ooh.
confident that anything will work.
Yeah, I mean any kind of color like lights up like and reflects in the fog. So like there are then patches of color that absolutely stand out and that are noticeable. So anything that's colored, as long as it's not white, right?
Right. Okay. Well, once I recognize that, I will continue cycling colors, and then out loud, but mostly not like super loud. So probably mostly to myself. I'll just.
Oh my god.
Motherfucker.
Wonderful. Do you all follow quickly after to make sure you all can stay within eyesight of each other?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll go follow.
Okay. You enter into the fog, Ember leading the way. Um, Ember, you walk through this fog. As you're going in, like what's your intention direction? To head towards whatever structure you saw, or are you just kind of like guessing here?
Yeah, I would be heading basically directly towards the structure from wherever we were, and I would,
Yeah, from where you saw it. Yeah. Okay,
yeah.
cool. Excellent.
If ever the fog breaks on the inside, I will immediately stop and wait for people. But I
Um,
don't expect that it will.
yeah. You move cautiously because you can only see roughly about like 5 feet or so in front of you, and even that's difficult to make out. So like you're stepping and like you can like see the grass directly in front of you as you're making your way through. Only like a few minutes pass just because you were like going carefully, right? You come to a break in the fog, and you see in front of you a towering structure about 50 feet high. It is a cube, slightly tilted, about 50 feet on all sides, and it is resting on the ground on one of its corner points. It is an enormous structure. And
Found
the area,
something weird.
the rest of you break through this into the center of this cloud and see the same thing, a large cuboid structure floating on one of its corner points, and the fog itself kind of like it surrounds it but doesn't come like directly next to it. Some of it just floats right above the top of it itself.
What the fuck is that?
I mean, you said that a box was probably left open. I mean, technically,
Right,
it is
I
a
mean,
box. Just
I was thinking like a little box. I guess that's a big fuck off box. Give me a second. I could do the. Give it a bit of a sweep again if you want.
Yeah. This is
I mean, it's huge and it's resting on a corner, Merv.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure.
right. It does seem like it'd probably be magical. I just don't have another sort of
Oh shit!
inroad on it.
yeah, this is what you all see as you break through that fog. A large cube float like sitting on one of its corner points, fog surrounding the area itself. And there is like it's pretty like it's quiet in this zone. Like like the eye of a hurricane, just silent. You don't even hear the wind outside. You also notice like it was raining a little bit as you came in to the fog. There's no rain right around this thing.
It's like, do you guys want to shake it? What happens if we shake it?
I don't think you should touch it.
Yeah, no, I don't. Oh.
I'm afraid like if it's sort of balancing there and we touch it, what happens if it like falls over or starts spinning maybe?
I mean, we could test it out. We don't have to touch it. I think I can make it move.
No, I don't think we should do anything to it until we get a better read on it.
Push on it.
Got it.
Does this look like anything any of us might have seen at some point?
Anybody who wants to can roll a history check. Dom, you can re-roll it now that you've like seen the thing.
I'm actually trained in this skill.
Okay, excellent. um, Dom and Ember, this is like seeing it. You haven't like this is like an old story. It's like old history of the world, like a long forgotten thing of that you had picked up at some point and had just been kicking around in your brain, and seeing it suddenly brings it to light again. This is known as the Horadjin Cube. It is named after a wandering tribe from the northern forests, the Horadjin, who discovered this cube over 2,000 years ago. This item it is widely believed to be of the ancients, not a normal structure. This is referred to like as an item of Numenera. It is it is built for something, though no one knows what. It sits perfectly balanced on one of its four corners. It's roughly 50 feet across each side, and there are symbols of indeterminate meaning covering each sides of the cube and intersecting with each other. The Arcanium used to research this thing like a long time ago, but they abandoned it as they couldn't figure out what any of the symbols mean or what it is, what it does. It just is here, and it manifests this fog covering around itself. Dom, with your 15, you have heard stories of this that people have tried to excavate the ground underneath of it, and when they do, it remains floating exactly where it is. And at some point, somehow, whatever material is removed remanifests itself back in, and the ground is recompleted. But they don't know how it happens. People have tried to like watch, and it's seemingly like at some point, either when someone is blinking or has fallen asleep, just eventually they look and the ground's normal again.
What do we like do with it?
Why would we do anything with it?
Right,
I mean,
just
look
a
at
quick
it.
question: Have Dom and Ember shared this knowledge with the group, or is this just knowledge they have at this point?
Nah, I would have shared it at this point.
Okay, awesome.
And I would have said, if the Arcanium couldn't figure it out, I don't understand why we would.
I mean,
I will try to push this over.
Okay.
I know
Ember,
full well it's not going to not that.
Ember, what
Ember
are you
knows
doing?
it's going to right itself, but come on.
You step up to it, place your hand on it. The surface is cool to the touch, and you push, and it does not move. And you can see, because you are you have to come up to one of the sides, which is near the point, and you are dwarven in stature. You can see it doesn't impact the ground; it hovers a few inches like above the ground itself, about 8 inches above the ground. The bottom corner point never actually touches.
anybody got any way of like? I don't really know. I guess we
Again,
just leave.
we could just leave this.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, the Arcanium couldn't figure it out, so.
It was a nice sightseeing moment, but
It was. I kind of neat to see one of these.
Yes, a wonderful story, and to see it in real life, amazing. And Amber and Dom, you say this just hovers in all the stories. Say it just hovers in place like this. Well, given that, I can't resist. Cal would like to place his foot under the point that is hovering.
Jesus Christ.
Cool.
Oh
Your
God,
your foot passes right through.
is
You
Are
seem
the-
wonderful.
are the sides completely smooth?
No, there are like the symbols that are on the surface, like they are like indented in.
Uh-huh.
So like like you run your hand, it's like like a lot of ridges on the surface. It is stone, but has a like almost metallic feeling to it. But you
Mhm.
can see like there is the wear of time on this thing. Like it is not in perfect condition. Like there are areas that are like more worn down a bit. The top corner itself that had that, like mistaken for a steeple is like a bit rounded on the top edge of as well. So it is, a object that has existed for a long time here.
I am
guess
going- Go ahead.
I'll roll like an Arcana check.
Sure.
If only because like I've made some magic things. I'm kind of curious how it's floating. But yeah, I'll roll an Arcana check.
Yeah, you can do an Arcana.
Not
Yeah,
bad.
19. Yeah, 19 is very good. There is no obvious sign of how it is doing any of the
Mhm.
things it is doing. And with your detect magic still on, this thing has elements of magic in it and on it. It's not keyed to magical schools. It's not
Huh.
classified in that way. It is, there are essences of magical and arcane energies about it.
Yeah, it
Um,
just doesn't conform to like current understandings of any of those things.
correct.
Interesting.
Yeah, your with a 19, your best estimate is whoever made this. I mean, that you don't make this for nothing,
Yeah.
but what its purpose was or is,
Yeah,
you
there's
don't. Yeah, like you're not sure how to put it into a context to understand.
Yeah. I mean, I'm no stranger to just making weird shit, but this is probably just as alien to me as half of my shit is to others.
Yeah.
Huh. And Merv's just muttering to himself and like kind of kneeling down, look like walking around in a circle.
Do you like? Do you touch it as you're walking around it and inspecting it and all that?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
at certain points I'll like step forward and like trace a finger along like some of the like what is clear like weather worn.
Yeah.
Just to see if it's like smooth still or if it's actually gotten like rough.
Yeah, you notice from touching it and with your high rolls here, and being an artificer, um, you notice that at a precise interval of roughly like 273 seconds,
Mhm.
there is a subtle like vibration in the cube that you only notice like if you are touching it, but it is regular.
Huh. Yeah, Merv has like a finger on it, and you could all see him like with his eyes closed behind his glasses, tapping out like the seconds with his feet. And then when it makes the thing, he like makes a hand motion. He's like, it's doing something when you touch it at regular time.
Ember will lay a hand on it, and I will take a minute and use a spell slot to cast Identify.
Oh fuck! I forgot you have I don't have identify. That's handy.
um this
This isn't like legend lore, so
yeah, I mean
we'll
this
see.
is this
Yeah.
is a structure, not like an object, right? So they're like
True.
there are no properties of learning how to use this thing. um so it doesn't like this doesn't reveal much about whatever this particular thing is, right? um you know from, but magically you gain an understanding that yes, it does produce a vibration at a very specific interval. um the magic that sustains this fog cloud, also sustains the cooling factor of it. This has timekeeping elements to it. There's like elements of like what would be understood to be like kind of like time magic, kind of chronomancy. But that's about like it that Identify can pull out of this thing. Again, because it's not an object, right? It's not the same thing as you holding like a sword.
Yep.
Who's all touched it?
I'm still touching it.
Yep.
He's like
wanna join the party. I
counting
wanna
it out
touch it.
under his breath.
I want to go touch it.
Yeah, you touch it. It's cool to the touch. If you keep your hand on it for 272 seconds, there is a very subtle vibration that occurs throughout it. And that's
I just
it.
want to hold a finger to it and just walk around it, just repeatedly.
Yeah.
Why would it vibrate when you're touching it every so often? I mean, it's keeping track.
I
I
mean, I think
guess.
it's vibrating regardless if we're touching it or not.
True. Maybe we just can't feel it.
It's like a
Mhm.
like
Do
a
we
thing.
want to try to make it
Oh.
vibrate?
No, I don't. I
Uh,
mean, there's no real point in messing with it.
I
It's-
bet we'd feel it if it was touching the ground, but it's not. It's floating.
There. Got it. Can I do like a check around to see if there's anything around us? That
I mean,
might.
you can visually see that like you are the only things and people here. Like you don't even see animals around this thing.
Huh.
Is there something in particular you're trying to look for besides what's the obvious?
No, actually. But you mentioned there's no animals nearby. I want to ask Basar if he can go look to see if there's any animals like hidden nearby.
He does a couple sniffs around the area. He responds back, "No food, father."
Oh, okay. It wasn't food, but thank you. Um, that takes that out. I'm really not sure. What do you guys want to do with this? Want to leave it?
I'm
One
not sure
last
there's much to be done.
Sean, while I'm looking down up at it, can I do investigation check to see if there are any now that I've like looked at it a bit and I got the like rhythm. Basically just to see if there's any like gaps anywhere in this thing. Like I could see the grooves, I could see the weather worn.
Yeah, you don't have to make a check. There are none. There are no openings of any
Yeah.
kind on the. It is just a very large, intricately symboled cube that is
Yeah.
floating out here.
There's like no buttons, no
Yeah, I
like
mean, based on the
room.
histories that have been told you, like the Horajan cube has just existed out here,
Yeah.
and like nobody pays it any mind because it just is.
Fair. Murph's theory now is it's a giant's pocket watch.
I asked Merv real quick. Merv, how often does it do its vibration thingy?
272 seconds.
Oh,
You can if you put a
what?
finger on it, you can count it.
Okay. So what if I create the same vibration at an opposite interval? Do you think something would happen?
Well, what do you mean opposite?
Like instead of 272, like 100 and I don't know math, 136.
I mean, that's not like opposite, that's just half.
Same, yeah, you're the smart one. I'm just here.
I mean, I guess you could how you gonna make a vibration? It's doing it in there somewhere.
Yes, I can use thaumaturgy and just
Okay.
create a sound from wherever I choose inside.
I mean, I guess you could try it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna
Cool.
try that.
Might I
Cool,
might I make a suggestion?
Yes.
If you make your vibrations every 136 seconds, then every second vibration will actually be in sync with the cube. If you'd like to be out of sync with the cube, you should probably maintain a distance of 272 seconds between vibrations. Just start your first one 136 seconds after the cube vibrates.
So the
That
first
was
Rainier
one-
is staring
Cal.
blankly.
I have never been more proud of you, Cal.
so the first one 136 and the rest after 272 after.
Yes.
Ah, okay, I can do that. Yeah.
Counting
I wanna
cards has
attempt
its
that.
benefits.
Apparently, I'm going to you for fucking measurements and math in the future.
Dom is taking a step back.
Adam, did you have fun doing that math?
I did. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Amazing. You do your thaumaturgy at the intervals you've decided on. Now you can't affect the inside of this thing.
Yeah.
You can make like vibrations on the ground nearby. Is
Well,
the,
so
you
I
know
was gonna use the create a sound.
Yeah, you just can't do it inside of it.
yeah you can like make a sound. I mean like you can use this to make some vibrations, right?
Yes.
But just not in. You can't do it inside a thing, like because you can't see inside of it, so you can't emanate it from within.
That is true. I was just
But you
gonna
do your vibrations on it. There's no effect.
Ah, okay. Well, you guys.
Sean, this is certainly a long shot, but is there a historical or arcane significance to the number 200 and what do you say 37?
272.
72?
I mean, not to the world, unless there is to you.
No, I don't think so. It's just, like some worlds have like, the number 7 is a magic number, or the number 12, whatever.
Ember, do you like recognize what it's made of or anything? Like, that's more your area of expertise.
You will ding a knuckle against it. Yep. Looks like stone.
I mean, do you want to like get a little bit?
Do I want to try to flake a piece off of the ancient
Mhm.
artifact that sits here
Right.
magically? No.
Yeah.
No, that seems like a
I
bad
mean,
plan.
think about what you can make with it, though.
I do want to say that what they said. Well, how long you said that they've been trying to mess with this thing and have had no success?
Yeah, a
And-
while.
Yeah, and
So-
no
so long
offense
they
to
gave
anyone. Yeah, no offense to anyone here, but I don't know that any of us have enough wit or ingenuity between us to supersede the Arcanium's influence over this thing.
What if it was just farmers? They just hired like local people.
I mean, I don't think that's how that works.
Well, if there's nothing else, shall we keep going?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Trying to think of like, could I make something to like
Should I
slough a
climb on
little bit of
top
it
of it?
off?
I don't know that
I don't
taking
think
any
you
bit of
should.
it with us is. Yeah.
Yeah,
Miles!
it's all right to leave artifacts alone. Just let them be available for others to see them in their entirety.
Why though?
But why destroy it?
Merv,
I'm not destroying it, just taking
You're
a bit if I
destroying
try.
part of it.
Merv, if I
Exactly.
may, perhaps you can consider how you could perhaps take a little bit or break a little piece off as we walk. And the good news is we know with almost 100% certainty that it will be here.
I mean, I see what you're trying to do, and I'm gonna accept it for the moment. I'll settle my curiosity some other time. I guess this thing ain't fucking going anywhere.
No, not for a very long time, apparently.
Excellent point, Cal. Thank you.
All right. Merv like throws his hands up.
Very well.
The rave party makes its way out of the fog, leaving the Harajan Cube to continue floating exactly where it has been for the last several thousand years. You make your way through the fog cloud, out the other side, continue on your journey. Several hours go by as some of you rack your mind over what this thing could have been, perhaps what its origin is, and what wonder or potential it might have if one could just understand a piece of the old world. The evening begins to approach. You continue on for a little while before the sun recedes and you'll need to make camp once more. As you find a spot to bed down and build your campsite, do you provide fire or no fire?
I will
Yeah.
create a fire and I will hand out muffins.
Oh, good lord.
Oh wow.
Oh my.
I was gonna eat them all, but here.
It is
That's
cranberry.
that's very generous of you. Thank you.
I also didn't want them to spoil because I can't eat all of them in time. So
That's fair.
Well, that is still a kind gesture.
Good enough, yeah.
Been meaning to mention, like, if we catch stuff out here, I do got like cooking stuff. I can make food. It's
yeah, I also can cook. I learned how to cook from my dad. So,
that
but
checks out. Yeah.
I don't do hunting or anything like that.
Do we have need of hunting? I mean, most of us spent a good amount of money getting stocked up before we left.
Yeah, you know, if we found some, that's all.
And
If we like found a horse.
Choose on a piece of
I
jerky.
don't need a horse.
we've got muffins, thank you.
We do have. You're right. We do have muffins. That's true.
Delicious, thank you, Ember.
Who would like to take first watch for the evening? Do you want to do the same setup we have before?
I like
I'll
that.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry,
cool.
unless you were about to say, please
Nah.
don't.
It's cool. It's cool.
Okay. Okay. So that's Rainier and Dom first watch, Cal Amber second, final watch. Rainier and Dom, go ahead and make perception checks for me.
My baby.
Ooh, again.
Not bad.
Ooh.
Ooh, excellent.
Oh,
Okay.
fucking Hawkeye's over here.
Very good. You all have a few moments. You have 2 hours to maintain your watch out here. Again, the same kind of light show on display, but there's a lot more cloud cover tonight, so you don't see quite so much. The sliver of moon, ever smaller. You can hear some animals nearby. The area you found a camp in has a bit more tree cover than the night before. Every now and then you hear the snap of a branch and you look up and you can see like a fox in the night running past. But most things are steering clear of your fire here. Your watch goes by uneventfully. Cal and Amber.
Amber, please, just give me one more muffin.
It's gonna save this orange cinnamon, but here.
Oh, thank you. These rations are horrible.
I'm right. Dried Right? I mean, the bacon's
Magic
pretty
spoon.
good.
Disgusting.
Cal, you find yourself lost in the flavors of this muffin. Um, and Ember, as you're watching him voraciously kind of eat and like savor every morsel of this, um, you turn and you see the glinting of eyes in the dark. Um, but these eyes are not fleeing like a lot of the other small animals that have you've seen out here so far. These eyes are intently looking at you. They're like maybe 50 feet away, edging such that like your vision, right, beyond the fire becomes red. And you see these glinting eyes, and at first you're not sure what's happening, but then you realize those eyes are also red. So at first it was hard to identify them, and once you caught them, you just see these glowing eyes, and then you see another pair, maybe 20, 30 feet to the left of it, open up and are just staring at you.
I will summon the blue flame to my hand. Cal, we got something, and pick up my hammer and start go walking slowly. I'm just trying to get a better view of what I am looking at.
Yeah, excellent.
When he points it out to me, can I tell how far apart these things are? These two sets of
Uh,
eyes? Can I even see them with my shitty
yeah, they're
perception roll?
um with your perception roll, when they're pointed out to you,
Mhm.
yes, you see them when they're like then pointed out to you, and you
Okay.
can notice them. Um, well, actually, let's make this easier. That way, we can know where everyone is, depending on what happens here. If you can all place yourselves around this campfire where you think you are.
Losing in the bushes.
I feel like I'm inside my tent here.
Yeah, you can be in a tent. Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
didn't have a tent
I
on here, but you
no,
can
I
be in
just
a
I
tent.
just know I'm inside the tent, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
have to get outside the tent before I do anything.
yeah,
Uh,
excellent, excellent.
where are the eyes, so I know which side of this I should be on?
You place yourself, and then I will tell you.
Yeah, okay. Um, yeah, I guess just
Yeah, no, I'm just relatively close to
yeah.
Ember.
Cool, excellent. um, Ember, you see, there's one set of eyes. You see them like, you see them around this area, and then you see a second one around this area. And as you begin to like, you light up a little flame and kind of take a few steps forward, there's a sound that begins emanating a little bit from their direction, but also to the east behind where Dom is sleeping as well. And you see these eyes as you take a few steps closer. What kind of emerges a bit from the brush is like wisps of shadow in the shape of some kind of like shadow, like it's like a shadow wolf, like a wolf made of wisps of shadow.
Okay. At that, Cal is going to just make a loop around the campfire, right? And not kick everybody, but shove everybody a couple times with his foot as he's walking around, trying to wake everybody up without saying anything.
Aw, I was sleeping good.
As you are making your way in movements and people are beginning to stir, you hear another sound kind of piercing through the still night air.
Mhm.
Amber, you see these little shadowy things appearing. And how you just make out that there are eyes in the like around this area here, but I don't think you see it very well
Okay.
because there's just the light of like if you can see the tokens, you can
Right.
see them,
Right.
but the campfire only extends so far, right?
Right. Um.
So we're all awake now, correct?
You are all currently awake. You have heard the sound of what like it sounds like wolves howling, and you can see like Ember is like flame in hand, like tensely looking. Those of you that can see the tokens on the map can see them. There are some to the south, and then one behind Dom around the bushes.
I like to
Oh.
whisper it. Ember. I'm like, Ember, Ember, Ember.
Yeah, we
There's
got
three of them.
friends.
There's
Yeah.
3 of them.
Yep.
There's
I could try to scare them.
That was my plan, and not trying to hit this one,
Oh, I meant without touching them. I think we could do it.
hucking my the fire at it onto the ground and just shouting, "Come on, get out of here, leave us alone."
Okay, very good. Make an intimidation check for me.
Oh yeah, totally great at these. Wrong tab. I'd like to
You-
remind you all, I have a charisma.
Gon get.
Oh no.
There's a hold on. Let me resolve this before you take any action, Laylis. The fire bursts out in front of this thing. You can see it like flinches a little bit, but seeing as it's not bursting out, like it didn't hit it in any way, you hear another growl come from it and the others.
no doubt the moment Renier's awake, the hand is to the crossbow, and I'm activating my Crimson Right.
Okay.
I'll poke my head across to Cal and say, "Bear noises now. Make a bear noise."
Wonderful. Have I in fact heard a bear before?
You heard the bear noise that I made for
Oh,
the
great,
the
because I've
just the
got
mimicry of that.
because I've got the actor feat, so I can make my thing with advantage.
Off to the side, a feathered ox.
Sound is this again?
It's a bear noise. I mean, look,
Bear noise.
you can you can roll performance if you like, for sure. But yeah, you've heard a bear, like you're familiar. You know, cow goes moo. You know what I mean?
And bear
I-
goes.
I
"Mm."
was-
And how does a bear go, Adam?
Right.
Ooh,
Grr.
nice.
Grrr.
Just a primal roar.
That is a phenomenal bear impersonation.
Holy
Yeah.
shit!
And were there a bear of some kind, boy, it could have been something. But you were all taken aback by like, holy shit, that's a really
Yeah.
good bear.
I thought it'd scare the wolves off. Now I'm just impressed with the bear.
Can I assist with Cal's bear noise? Seeing as that I just heard it, correct?
What is it you would like to do immediately here?
I would like to use thaumaturgy again because it's a cantrip, right?
Uh-huh.
And create a sound from behind the wolves, amplifying it.
It's just a big boom.
Yes, with it just sounds like that bear, but 3 times louder.
I think.
Well, you choose one of the effects, right? You'd have to like quickly cast this to do multiple things. So like you're immediately only gonna be able to do one thing, right? So this is
I
like
know
as
it's
you
a
all are
sound
trying to
point.
do stuff. So you can make a sound. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Cool. You make the sound of a bear coming from behind them. I mean, that sound like you make the sound, and you're like, did Cal just throw his voice behind these
Fuck, I
wolves? That's how good his bear noise
I didn't
was.
know he could do that.
These creatures, like, they do like turn and look. You can hear like little like yelps as they're communicating with each other. They turn back to you all. There's another growl coming from them, and they begin to make steps forward. Like
Okay.
all three of these things at once begin diving for you. I'll need everyone to roll initiative. They are aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Out of
sound
ideas.
cool.
Thought we could spook him. Great job, Cal.
Uh,
He crushed it.
I do what I can.
That's inspiration. Where's the initiative?
I'll be right there.
Yeah, if you right click your token, there's a cross
That's right.
shield on the bottom right side.
That was right. Huzzah.
Sorry, I'm pushing the button. It's not working.
You're in the initiative. You just have to
Am
roll.
I?
You have to then roll that adds you to initiative. It doesn't roll your
Uh,
initiative.
Oh, hot damn.
Where's
Timer.
Yeah.
There we go. Fuck yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
hell
hot
yeah.
damn.
Hell yeah. You guys are nuts right now.
The rest of them.
Amazing. Okay. Dom, you are up first.
Sorry, I
as-
just rolled.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Another
Jesus
one. Holy
criminy.
moly.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jeez,
You guys
in a
are,
row.
yeah, you're killing it on the initiatives.
And I hate to
This
see
is
that.
not
There's
not
me
the
down
place
at
we want this.
6, and the rest of you.
Yeah. Oh, perfect
Amazing.
Matilla.
Yes,
Courtly and
Gormless Evis.
Gormless.
He is so
Wow.
gormless.
These
Gormless.
names are the greatest.
I love it.
Okay,
Poor guys
Dom,
without any gorms.
it's your turn. What are you doing?
Gonna back up and then shoot them with a short bow.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta select it first.
If you want to, yeah, if you target the token, yes, please do so.
Do I double click it or
If if you double right click, it'll target it. If you hold
there it
T
is.
on it, that'll also target it.
Tight and short bow. I don't know why I didn't just do advantage. Actually, I haven't rolled yet, right? I
No?
never moved. Just kidding. And then I'll aim.
Sure.
And it is not rolling for whatever reason. Let
Are
me
you
try something
clicking the
else.
picture of the item, or are you just clicking the name short bow so it tells you what a
No,
short bow is?
I'm clicking it and then it's like what type of roll, and then I'm clicking advantage and nothing's happening. Let me
Hmm.
try this. Yeah, it's straight up not rolling.
Okay, I'm going to click it and see. Yeah, I also don't see. See if you can just roll. Like use the dice at the bottom to see if you can just roll.
Um, 20 plus. What is it?
If you just roll the dice, we'll figure out the thing. We just want to see can you roll right now?
Yeah, I can roll.
Okay. You can roll it once more to see because you're doing it with advantage.
Tight. Oh, yeah, there you are. Oh, I should have pushed the button. My bad.
Yeah, no, you're fine. Okay. Well, the 18 is definitely going to hit for it. So that's 1d6 plus 4, and then you can roll sneak attack as well.
Noise. And then I have 2d6 right now. Let me see. 2d6, yep. Let me see if
Yeah.
that'll roll. Hey, that works. Ooh, spicy.
Yeah, heck yeah. Okay, excellent.
And how far away is this guy? Too far. Okay, that's my turn.
Okay.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, that's not correct.
Oh.
He's not dead yet, but well injured. Well injured. Okay, that's not um okay. Okay, heck yeah. Excellent. Rainier.
With the right activated, I'll get to my feet and fire at something far away from me.
And you see what you were firing at.
I can.
Okay.
When with the right active, the bow of this crossbow now glows a searing white light, and the string is illuminated as well. Uh, normal. Perhaps. Where? Huh.
Yeah, maybe there's maybe there's some kind of issue where the rolls are not happening.
Yeah, that weird. Okay, I just tried it a different way.
Yes.
Whoa!
Well,
Okay.
That looks
All right.
like it worked.
Are you rolling it from like where on your sheet? Like what tab on your sheet are you using when you're trying to
I
roll?
was in actions, and I normally roll the standard roll, but I just rolled the attack roll button, and then that worked.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try the damage roll now for my critical hit. Oh, I also get an extra D10 on this because I have my piercer feat.
Oh yeah.
well,
So that's that was 10 and then 12, so 20 uh 2 plus 5. So 27 points of
27.
damage to
Damn.
the thing over here.
Okay. 27. Okay. That arrow, that bolt pierces through the darkness, strikes into this shadow creature, and it disappears. To be clear, which one were you targeting? You're targeting. I can see your dot. You're targeting that
Y-
one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Okay.
also forgot there was another D4 added to that, or 2 D4 technically, but
From your
you know.
cruiser, right? Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay. Huge.
We
Huge. Yeah.
30
That thing.
some.
Woof,
Yeah.
amazing. Anything else?
Man, it'd be cool if I could do that again, but no, that's it for me.
Okay. All right. Amazing. Okay, Cal, you're up.
Cal extends a hand and looks as if he's about to cast something very deadly in this direction. And then he sees an arrow and a crossbow bolt just decimate the enemy he can see. So he just sort of spins around and says, well, I do what I can. And I'm just going to cast Dancing Lights and put a couple lights down here.
Oh, okay. Very good. Very good. Do I have? Yeah. Okay.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I think it creates four just by
yeah.
normal.
Perfect.
And you should be able to move those around as you see fit. Cool. Excellent. Lighting up the area a bit. Merv.
yeah, hang on. Yeah, I'll peek my head out of the tent. I'll target bonus action to prime some rocks. I'll target this one on the left here,
Okay.
and I'll fire me a bog oil stone at it. Pew!
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay, that's bonus and action. It's my
Okay.
turn.
All right.
Good use of dancing lights.
Yeah. Very good.
I didn't even see those things there.
Excellent. Okay. Okay. Rainier, you hear rustling behind you in this tree. And right as you like turn your head to kind of see like what is this, you catch a glimpse of, and those standing nearby catch a glimpse of like this gangly little hairy gremlin like creature, like big wild mane of hair, long spindly legs and arms, leap up onto Rainier's like a torso on their back. And Rainier, you catch in the glint of the firelight, like the glint of a some kind of like wire as it snaps tight around your neck and begins cutting your air supply off.
You
Um,
son of a bitch. You son of a bitch.
you all see this weird ass. Poor.
Oh, Normcore. Normcore hulked you.
You know, I'm
Um,
not mad anymore.
Yeah, you're gonna get wrecked by Normcore.
You take 9 points of bludgeoning damage as this thing tightens its grip around your throat with its garrote, and you are grappled currently. And you begin being dragged backwards away from the group. It pulls you like into this fucking tree, getting you away from people.
Cool. I am still glowing.
Yes, yes, you are. Yes, you are.
It's helpful. Yeah.
I was right there. I'm assuming we saw this.
Yes, yeah, those
Yeah.
nearby absolutely see that. Okay, Leolis.
Okay. Well, for my bonus action, I will use Zephyr Strike.
Okay, casting Zephyr Strike.
First level, yes. That one. And all right. Then with that, as I feel like everybody noticed Rainier just getting dragged through this tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's making all sorts of crazy noises as it's like choking Rainier. Rainier themselves are choking currently.
I'll use it to get up to here
Mhm.
and take a. I won't stab it because I don't want to stab through it to Rainier, but like a side stab into its rib cage
Sure.
with. Where is it? Yes.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
Excellent. Absolutely hits the ban.
So 12 damage since it got hit with the Zephyr Strike as well?
Yeah, if you want to use your Zephyr fight, if you want to use the Zephyr, you actually get advantage on the roll, so you can roll one more time to see if you crit.
Yes, I will.
Huh,
Sure does.
Okay. Well, sure
Hell
does,
yeah.
huh?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Excellent. Roll one more D8 for me as well.
Fucking A.
That one. Okay.
Hell yeah. We'll just use the damage from your crit. Okay.
20.
20 altogether. Hell yeah. A big pierce into the side of this thing. It lets out a like it's pretty small. Like it's about the size of Merv on top of Rainier. Cries out in pain. Anything else from you?
If I drag somebody, does it cut my movement in half?
You would have to use an action to
Yeah.
grab someone.
Okay.
So you have made your attack.
No, I would just stand here next to Rainier.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Very good. Basar takes the dodge action. Excellent. This shadow wolf comes running in towards you, Ember. It tries to get you, but misses you. Your armor and shield keeping you safe. You can see it darts around in place. Excellent. Amazing. Merv, you also hear sounds coming from behind you as one of these creatures grabs hold of you, being roughly the same size of you.
Mhm.
You also feel like tightening of a wire around your neck. You take 7 bludgeoning damage as it begins to choke you, grabs hold of you, and begins dragging you away.
1 second. I will try to use second chance. Get to use it once a day as my
Ooh,
reaction to force him
okay.
to reroll.
Okay.
It's probably still gonna hit me, but
Yeah, you will. Well, yeah, I'll do the reroll onto it. Yeah. Because it's like he's technically doing a sneak attack on you.
yeah, I figured.
Is the thing, but like you see it right at the last minute, right? Because it does reveal itself in doing this. Okay. Okay, it actually still does hit you.
Yeah, I
It
figured.
rolled better. It rolled 1
Everybody
point
can
better.
hear me yelping.
Amazing. Okay, it begins bringing you back. Ember, you're up.
Oh boy. Somebody get Merv. I will. I can no longer see the guy that's got Merv. I can't do anything to him. Also, there is a shadow wolf in my face, so I will start by using a bonus action to cast a spiritual weapon. I am going to try to help Rainier. I'm actually going to place it here to swing at the little thing choking him.
Okay, hell yeah. And you should be able to actually grab your spiritual weapon. It's under utilities, the same page
All
you
right.
like can find your person on. You should have permission to grab it. Yeah, there you go. And then if you double click the token, it has all the attacks and everything built in.
I accidentally just left the game. Hold on.
Oh, no problem. No problem.
Apparently, if you pull something and then right click, it opens it up in your tab.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, Cunning Mun.
Cunning, old cunning man.
Oh, Cunning
Okay.
Mun, my
Now I'm
nemesis.
not reloading. There we go. Okay, where's my character sheet? Reopen the character sheet. Spell look.
Yeah, and you can also like if you double click the spiritual weapon, it's all of its stuff is built in. You just click the thing for whatever spell level you've done it at.
All right.
Oh yeah, smacks the shit out of this thing.
And then for my action, I will take the attack action and I will smack this wolf next to me with my hammer, my mace.
Hell yeah.
Here it is. That is a 13 to hit, so that's probably
That hits.
Oh wow.
Yeah. What have you used your blessing on? Is it your armor or your weapon?
No, it's on the weapon.
It's on the weapon. Okay. This
So that
shadow
should
beast.
actually be +1 damage.
Gotcha. This shadow beast dissipates due to your weapon attack. Amazing. Anything else?
I will move over a little bit. I know there's another one of these things. I don't want it charging people. Actually, I'll stop there. Give the shield a little smack with the hammer, and as I stare down this other one.
Okay, amazing. Old Gormless here is gonna let's see. They're gonna rush in towards our little lizard boy here and try to get a good bite.
He's just living his best life.
How dare you?
Yeah. It's actually Cal, not Fasar. He goes for bite. He like this shadow creature bites at your legs, but your draconic hide is so thick it protects you from its gnashing teeth. Dom, you are up.
Rainier, I've girded my loins.
Jesus.
Yes.
In response to
Help.
Ember, I will shout, "On it!"
Help.
Rainier, quit talking. You're gonna lose air faster.
And yeah, still not working. So I'm just gonna roll it twice.
And what tab of your sheet are you using to try to like roll from?
Currently I'm on actions, but I also tried attributes.
Okay.
I haven't tried. Yeah, I can try this.
Because I
Nope,
tried to roll from
inventory
your
doesn't work either.
yeah, I tried to roll from your inventory as well. Okay.
Yeah, cool. And I will roll one more time. And hopefully,
And which thing are you trying to shoot at right now?
the one grabbing Merv.
The one on Marv. Okay, very good.
Yeah. And fingers crossed.
Okay,
Ooh.
11. That's then 13. That's yes, that hits.
Tight. Then I will roll. It's actually 3d6 plus 4.
Hell yeah.
14 damage.
Hell yeah. Merv arrow like shoots into its shoulder right next to you. Like you can you felt the feather on the back of it brush your cheek. Anything else from you, Dom?
Nope, that'll be it.
Okay. Rainier, you are being choked by this thing.
I would love to do something to not have that happen to me anymore.
Okay.
Am I allowed to roll acrobatics or athletics?
You can roll acrobatics or athletics. You are at disadvantage to do this.
Kick ass. Cool. That's an acrobatics check from me. Let's see. That's shit.
Close. You begin to pull away at the garrote around your neck, and you can feel it like you see its hand twist and pull it even tighter upon you. You are still within it. That is an action.
Yep. That's it for me. I'm just dying.
Okay. Cal, you're up.
Cal will spin a ring around on his middle finger on his left hand and then again on his right hand, and he'll extend one hand in Rainier's direction and one hand in Merv's direction, and spending 2 sorcery points, I will twin cast Vortex Warp.
Amazing.
Hell yeah.
Shit, man.
Fuck yeah, I love that spell.
The two of you, I assume, choose to fail, yes?
Oh
That'd
yes.
be great. Yeah.
Okay. Where do you put them?
I put them on either side of me.
yeah.
I'm like, oh god, I thought we'd lost you.
Ugh.
Amazing. Anything else from your turn?
That's it.
Okay, incredible. Merv, you're up.
I will shake a bottle and acid splash the wolf in front of us.
Okay, very good.
It fizzles.
Oh yeah, but you get it. It
Eh.
it sizzles. That acid
Old-
sizzles.
Old Gormless.
Old Gormless, not so Gormless anymore.
Murph just
Excellent.
fucking mutters hoarsely like, "Not my best work."
Okay, anything else from Merv?
No.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, excellent.
Normtor.
Laylis, you see this thing like land on the ground as Rainier is like dissipated from in front of them. You see them like look around for like where the fuck did he go, and then they just match eyes with you and lunge at you instead. They will. Okay, that definitely hits you. This
Silvery
thing.
barbs.
Okay. All right. Cast the spell, and then it's okay. So it re-rolls it. Okay, it is better. It rolled one better. Um,
Oh,
it grabs hold of you. Grabs hold of you.
Indeed.
You see that wire snip around your neck, and you can feel it tightening in. That's 6 bludgeoning to you, and you are also grappled. Who are you giving the advantage to, Cal?
Laylis.
Okay, hell yeah. Oh yeah, Laylis, you need to make a con saving throw as you take damage. If you in the chat, if you just click the dice, it'll roll it with your mods and everything.
but you said normal or disadvantage? Disadvantage?
No, it's normal. Like in the chat menu, there's like a little dice thing. Yeah. Oh, sorry, because it's probably asking you like, what are
Yes.
you doing?
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay, your
Add to it.
spell goes down, but you already did like the big damage with it.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
this thing ends its turn. Laylis, you are currently grappled by this thing.
Only in the neck, correct?
Yeah, you can still like you just can't move anywhere unless you want to break the grapple.
Let's see here. I will take said short sword that I have, the thorn sword,
Mm-hmm.
and reverse grip it, and then try to stab up into its elbow.
Hell yeah. Yeah, make a good attack.
Not bad.
Hell yeah, gets it. Oh,
Bill-
I hurt you instead.
It's fine, just more health.
Yeah. Excellent. Yeah, stabs right through it. You are still held by it though.
Okay.
Any bonus actions or anything?
Not that I can think of. No, I will actually, without the bonus action, I'll use Basar's. Well, I have his bonus action, yes, to have him attack, and then move Basar like right here. It won't let me
Okay.
move the little guy.
Excellent. Sorry. Yeah, I'll get him right there. Yeah. So he's in the below the trees. And then I'm assuming you want him to do like attacks, right?
Yes, please.
Cool.
Bite. The
Yeah, he
other
can
arm.
leap up and make a bite on the thing.
Yes.
Yeah, does miss the thing. Snaps his jaws nearby. Okay. What a good boy though. Amazing. Dom, you see this creature leaping off this little tree stump right near you and trying to like reaches towards you to try to snag your neck.
Yeah.
Okay, that hits. That's a 24. You get hit for 6 bludgeoning as its wire wraps around your neck and begins choking you and dragging you away. Oh, sorry, it'll move to here. Amazing. Ember, you're up.
It's got Tom now. It's got Tom now.
I'm working on it.
I will start with a bonus action to swing the spiritual weapon.
No.
Definitely.
Nice.
Definitely. That you think over the din of like people yelling and calling out stuff, like you think you hear bones cracking.
Nice.
Hopefully, I'm about to hear some more bones cracking, because I'm gonna continue. Well, this is a different one, but I'm gonna hit this one. Hey, you were supposed to go for me, not him.
Definitely.
Damn.
Does
Definitely.
that? It's still not adding the +1. I don't know. That should be 8 points of damage, not
8
6.
points of damage, no problem. Hell yeah. A lot of the shadowy features are dissipating from this thing, but it is still standing. Assuming you're gonna stay your ground.
Correct. Yes.
Okay, cool.
I'm not moving.
Old Gormless.
Old Gormless.
Old Gormless. Old Gormless goes in for let's see.
You stop attacking us, I promise we'll get you some golems.
Cal, roll a d4 for me.
Oh, I hate to hear that.
Mhm.
Okay. Goes for a bite. Goes for Ember, and
Yep.
Ember, you're able to like its teeth lock onto your shield, and you shake it back. Not able to connect. Dom, you are currently being choked and drug away right now. You are
Yeah.
grappled, so your movement is 0, but you can still do stuff.
I would like to acrobatics out of it.
Okay. You are at disadvantage to do so.
Huh.
Hell yeah. You acrobatics your way out of this thing.
Bonus action to disengage.
Okay.
Put some distance in between us. Oh, hold on 1 second. There we go. That's my turn.
Okay. Amazing. Rainier.
I am going to shoot that guy. Thanks, Cal. Come on.
Well, I should probably.
19 hits.
Okay. Will it let me do the damage this time? And my D4. Why is it not rolling the D10 into chat? That's wild. That was 12 plus 3. 12 piercing, 3 radiant.
Okay, cool. I see it. I see the 10 and the 3. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm not.
Okay, excellent. This thing, like, it wails in severe agony from your assault. Anything else from you? Any movements or anything?
Nope.
Okay, very good. Cal, you're up once more.
Can I make an assessment of what condition that guy's in?
Extremely injured.
All right. I'm gonna reach out towards him and just squeeze my hand in a fist as I try and destroy his mind.
Oh,
Destroy his mind. They succeed on their check.
All right. I am going to. Whoops, that's the wrong thing. My bonus action is just going to be to move these dancing lights if I can figure out how to move them. Which
Are you on the normal, like, move your token tool and everything?
I am.
Yeah. Okay. Just put your cursor where you want them to be.
I'd like 2 of them just like 10 feet beyond this guy, and 2 of them just 10 feet beyond this guy.
I also believe there are limitations to what their movements are.
I think
You-
it's
you
60
can-
feet.
You have to make a daisy chain, I think.
You
Oh,
can
really?
move, yeah, they have to be within 20 feet of each other. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah,
So
you,
you can do
Right,
that though.
yeah,
easy
I'll
enough.
just do them here then.
Yeah.
oh, okay. You want some of them. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. You can make them go real far. You just have
Right.
to like chain them.
Okay, sick. Anything else?
That is it. Thank you.
Okay, very good. Merv?
Turn around and see an old neck twister back there, and using my ability to run through people that are bigger than me, Murph like gets down onto all fours and like scamper past you two down over to here. And I'll get on the other side of the wolf, and then I'll try to acid splash it again. Yeah,
Incredible.
I can't run through Amber. I think no, Amber's medium.
I'm medium. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funnier to run through them though.
Wait, no, am I?
I think you are.
Yeah,
still.
you're
Yeah.
you're medium.
Yeah, you're not
Whoa.
little like me.
Unless you chose like custom lineage to be small, right?
Well, the new
Yeah.
Genasi can be medium or
Oh,
small.
shit.
But
Huh.
I think I went with medium because dwarves are medium.
Yeah, I think you're. Yeah, I don't recall you being small.
It's not on my sheet anywhere, so
It's
yeah,
at the
medium.
top. Yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a bad bake, Mary. It's a bad bake. Just shit.
Yeah, that it gets the acid in there. It's like it howls in pain, but its form is still.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a bubble.
Amazing. Anything else from you?
No, nothing useful. That's it.
Okay, incredible. Okay, it's Normcore Holdkju.
Yeah.
Excellent. You all see shadow begin to well up around Laylis and this creature,
Oh,
and the two of them disappear from sight.
Ooh,
that's
Ah.
good. Fucking normcore.
cute. That's cute.
Fucking Normcore.
Glad I broke my grapple. Jeez.
Excellent. Um,
What's Bashir
Dawson.
doing?
Dawson,
Oh, sorry.
you find yourself as the shadows dissipate. You find yourself face down in water, being drowned.
Yes, lovely, love it.
It's amazing. I know. Okay, that's. Oh, you also take 10. Oh, hold on. You take 10 bludgeoning damage at the start of its turn.
Okay, well, got
So
it.
is that now or oh
Yes.
right. Yeah,
Yeah,
you were
that is
choked
yeah,
already.
yeah, you are teleported away and you take 10 bludgeoning damage. Um you all lose sight of Laylis and this creature. Laylis, it is your turn currently. You
So
are being held under the water. You are currently being drowned. You have um, 12 rounds before you die. So a lot of rounds, but if you don't make it, he will drown you.
So off the start here, I don't know if it's anything with like how it was set up, but I am completely black on this
Oh, sorry. Now you can see.
see.
Yeah. Although
Um,
everything is in gray because there are no light sources where you are.
but I do have dark vision.
That's why you can see at all.
Okay. While I'm being drowned, like shifting, like shaking my head rapidly, do I catch a glimpse of like the skies or anything around me?
Um, not sure. You feel the water you're in is probably only a few feet deep. But like you're gonna have to like fight out to like see something, right? Like you can still make attacks, or you can try to get out of, like try to escape what's happening. You're still grappled, so your speed is 0. You can still take actions.
When in doubt, stab it out.
I will try to do just that actually. Being as he should be like horrifically weak, I will try to feel on like he's on his like on the back of my throat, I believe. Take the short sword
Hmm.
and shove it into the side where his ribs were, where he originally got stabbed.
Okay. You're going to be at disadvantage as you are prone right now, but you can make the attack.
Uh, That's tragedies.
Ugh.
That is not going to make it as you continue to try to struggle your way
Ta-
out of this.
Take one of my inspirations.
You can try to re-roll with an inspiration here.
Yeah, I got
that Merv
2.
has given you.
We have one.
So you don't roll at advantage, just a single. Oh, sorry, it's a single roll on this. Yeah.
No roll.
Yes.
Oh,
Brad.
Okay. It's not the 20, it's the 24 because it's a
Yeah.
disadvantage. So you still hit. Hit for 4 damage. You feel like you can see red pouring. Sorry, you actually can't see color right now. You see like clouds filling in the water nearby, and like for a moment, the garrote around your neck weakens and then pulls tight once more. Severely injured.
In that moment of when I was I able to get my head out of the water slightly.
Like for a moment, yeah.
Good. With that, noticing hopefully a tree nearby, I would like to cast Misty Step as my bonus action to
Yes.
teleport.
Hell yeah.
Mm, okay.
Yeah.
Fuck
I
yeah,
see.
money.
I regret allowing you that flavor choice.
Uh-huh.
Then, yeah.
You've activated his trap card.
Yeah, I regret allowing that flavor choice. Okay, cool. You want to teleport to where?
I didn't. That is up to you because I said you said I saw a tree. I caught a glimpse of a tree.
Yeah.
and I
Well, you can
teleport.
see the map. So, like, where do you want to go on that?
I would like to go. I can only go up to 30 feet, so right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That works. You misty step out of its grip, and you are breathing and coughing, still prone onto the ground.
Perfect. That's better
Amazing.
than what I was.
Amazing. You as you like, you're prone, but you turn over and like, grab your neck and look around, and like you don't see the fucking campfire anywhere.
Yep, that's what I was afraid of. Okay.
Incredible.
Out of actions here.
You can
so
use your movement to stand up, and then you have 15 feet of movement left.
I will actually do that then.
Yeah,
and
good to
then
do.
Jump right over here behind this set of trees and said bogs or rock. It's not a rock.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Well,
Okay. Okay. Here, I'll just pop you over.
Cunning mun.
The cunning mon. Okay, this creature, it looks at all of you and kind of like giggles for a bit, and then you see it cover itself in shadow and disappear as well.
oh wait, can I go back to my map? I'm sorry. I clicked camp 1.
Oh no, yeah, you're fine. I will. Can I go back to my map? My death map, please.
Okay, you guys have a good
Excellent,
Yeah,
excellent.
you're in trouble, boy.
You actually see another one of those creatures appear from Shadow Laylis next to the one, and they begin conversing in some language that you don't understand. And the one points to where you should be, and this one runs in your direction.
Huh.
What is there?
Start running aimlessly.
Yeah, you can see it is like making a beeline directly towards you. It'll use its action to get it'll use an action dash to run around and behind you to try to cut off your escape.
Got it. Got it.
Excellent. Ember.
Love to see it.
20. I can get my spiritual weapon over, and then continue my efforts to brain this shadow wolf and see
Hell
if
yeah.
my frickin' button will work yet.
Nice.
Sure won't. That should be 5 damage. I
Okay.
don't understand this.
That's all right. We know the math. The math is easy to do.
Oh, yeah.
That thing dissipates under the weight of your magical attack. You look around, there are no more shadow wolves, there's no more of those little gremlin creatures, and there's no more Laylis. And you don't see anything like beyond your edge of you, like everything goes red, and then you kind of lose sight. You don't see anything.
I knew he was over this direction.
Mhm.
So I will just start shouting for him.
Okay. You begin shouting. Excellent. Dom, what are you doing?
Also shouting. Do we hear
Also
anything?
shouting. Okay, very good.
Do we hear anything?
Not immediately, no.
Okay.
Rainier, what are you doing?
I am sprinting into the dark while brightly lit and shouting.
Okay,
I think I'm gonna take the dash action.
sure, absolutely.
Am I seeing Cliff over here?
Let's yeah, it's a little bit of a drop off.
Okay. Then I'll. Okay, that's water. Gotcha. Okay, that's as far as I can go.
Okay. Cal.
I think he's muted.
Adam, are you there?
Sorry
Are you
about
speaking?
that. I was muted. Sorry about that. I'm gonna lean down and just ask Berseer, where is Laylis? Do you know where Laylis is? And I will hold my action to move my dancing lights if he indicates anything.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I'll allow the held action to move them. It's like a bonus action thing, but who gives a shit?
Okay, I
As
appreciate
far
that.
as far as that's concerned, right?
Right.
It's moving the lights. Cool. You see Basar like kind of sniffing around the area, trying to catch a scent. Merv.
Yeah, I'm hearing everybody shouting, so I'm going to stay. I don't know if he's nearby at all. I don't know which direction, so I'm going to hold action to run in the direction I hear anything back.
Okay.
If we hear anything back.
Yeah, very good. I think I might have actually lost. Oh yeah, because I was very smart and got rid of Laylis's token on this map, so I lost his initiative because I was like, I don't need him here anymore. He's invisible. I'll just get rid of him. Okay, hold on. We're gonna scrolling up. That's on the 14. Okay. Laylis
I
would.
came after Merv.
Yeah. You'd be after. You'd be right to murder. Okay, cool. Laylis, make a perception check.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay, your sharp elven ears. Actually, make it at advantage. You are in a forest.
So just one more.
Yeah. Okay. Your sharp elven ears catch the sounds of familiar voices in the distance. With a 19, you judge that they're probably almost 300 feet away from you to the south.
South is in from where I'm at.
Yeah, from where you are, the sounds seem to be coming from the south. Roughly 300 feet. You're not entirely sure, but like you are far away from them.
Got it. So I would like to, for my bonus action, I will cast Zephyr Strike again.
Yes.
Good
Okay.
call.
And
Great
as
idea.
for my action, I would like to cast Invisibility.
You can only have one of those things because they're two leveled spells, so you're gonna have
Well,
to
my
choose.
invisibility is at will because it was with my innate.
Correct, but they're
no
both leveled
concentration.
spells, so you can only have one of these things active.
Okay, I'll keep the Zephyr Strike then.
Okay. So your movement won't provoke opportunities currently, but you don't get that speed increase unless you attack something.
Okay, that is fine. And I will use my Cure Wounds for my for my action.
You can only do just the Zephyr
Yeah.
Strike. Yeah. So like as far as your actions are concerned right now, because you cast a leveled spell, you can cast a cantrip, you can make the attack action, you
Or
can
you
take it.
can
You can try to
dash.
disengage or dash. You just can't cast any more like leveled magic.
Luckily, you don't need to disengage because of Zephyr Strike.
Just run.
Yeah, you can just haul ass if you want.
It's not letting me move, but with that, I would like to make a beeline straight for I don't
Oh, sorry.
down
I'll set
here.
you on free movement. You should be able to move yourself right now.
Okay. So yeah, to as soon as I hit like this rock right here,
Mhm.
to use it as a vault and jump over the river to about like right here
Okay,
with
very
the
good.
action for my dash. That should get actually 10 more feet.
Correct.
So yeah, here for the tree line.
Okay, amazing. This thing like it like tries to swipe out, but you're so fast, you escape without anything else. Cool. And I'm just gonna add you into this initiative here. Um, so we um, so we know. Is that is that what it is? Oh, okay. Hold on. 14,
I'm
and
about to
then
say, I
this.
guess if you right click on it, it's a random roll.
Yeah, because I can just like set it to what it needs to be. Okay, cool. Excellent.
What is
Okay. You have begun running to the south. Uh, Ember, it is your turn. You for your guys' sakes down here,
Still not.
you still do not know where he is,
Yep.
so you don't have to move in initiative here. It's just kind of well, like you don't have to like do like actiony stuff. It's just like what is Ember doing?
I am trying to make sure I keep everyone in sight. If there's more of those things, we shouldn't get too far away from each other. Beyond
That's
that,
true.
I am shouting for Laylis and just defending myself as best I can. I don't want one of those fuckers jumping on me. So
Okay, excellent. Dom, Rainier, and Cal, Merv, like what are you all doing in these moments here?
I'm gonna, seeing how's everyone kind of spread out, I'll go north a little bit and then
Okay.
just keep shouting, listening for uh, Laylis, and then holding my action for anything to get close to me
Okay.
to attack.
Okay. Is anyone doing anything different than like kind of spreading out, shouting his name, trying to find him?
The two things I'm going to do, I'm just going to sort of move the dancing lights around in just sort of larger and larger concentric circles. And I understand they've got to stay within 20 feet. So it'll just sort of be like a spiral that's growing out from the
Mhm.
current location. And I'm also going to convert one first level spell slot into a sorcery point.
Okay, very good. Merv, you were saying?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go get closer to the fire and closer to my tent.
Okay. Sick. Amazing.
Like next to Dom. I don't want to be by myself.
Okay.
I would be more up here. Sorry, I didn't move my token.
Okay, then here is good anyway, because it means you're between me and I got one person in between me and all vectors.
Okay. Very good. Very, very good. These two boys, I'm just gonna put them in so they're in a space. I'm gonna have them both go.
Oh, Max, you doing anything?
Same shit. Holding and looking.
Okay.
Yeah, trying to get a hold.
Yeah.
Excellent. Laylis, these things are fully chasing you right now. They're using their turns to chase you. They can actually get close to you. Sorry, with their diagonal movement. But I know that you're going to be able to like you don't provoke right with this stuff, and
He's
they
close.
don't. They don't have a like. You can look like looking at them. They don't have a way of like getting you right now. So you can flee. Although like you'll be off this map, right? You can flee another 60 feet if you want. You can also try to attack one of them. There is one that is severely injured, or you can just run towards your allies.
In these odds, it is best that I do not attack. In the off chance I miss, there are 2 against 1. I am going to. I can't really see this part down.
Yeah. You don't have to move your token here, right? You just tell me like are you doing anything other than dashing?
dashing straight down for
Cool. Okay,
60.
you make another 60 feet. So you're almost halfway to your allies.
200 IQ Zephyr Strike. So good.
Anything else for your turn?
That I used my dash for that. My action for my dash, correct?
Yeah. Action, movement. Yeah, to get 60.
No, that is it.
Okay. For the rest of you by camp, you still don't know where he is. You continue to look around, shouting his name. You are beginning to lose hope that he is even alive. Basar kind of sniffs around the area and like begins like making kind of like whimper sounds as he doesn't know how to find Laylis either. For the sake of this, because they literally cannot get you with your Zephyr Strike, you are going to break into line of sight of the camp with these two things like behind you, and as soon as they see you reach the safety of the others, you like glance over your shoulder, and before they like enter into the wider area of the campsite, you see them slow down and like glare at you, and then they kind of step into some bushes nearby and are just like gone from sight. And Laylis is reunited with the camp once more.
Oh,
And
no.
combat is over.
Now I risk that dying.
Kalawunax like leaps on Laylis.
I'm like clutching my throat, and I'm like, hi.
Oh my god, you made it. I mean, I didn't know it was your 8. I was worried. How are we going to take care of him?
Oh, you're
What?
fucked up. Drink this.
Yes. I will just take whatever Merv is throwing at me.
Okay,
What
I'm
happened?
giving you.
Longs. Oh my. To answer your question, Rainier, it was being choked, obviously, teleported, got drowned. That was fantastic. Waterboarding for life. Love that. Got away. Then a second one showed up, and then I just ran. I was a track star, and it was great. I was not about to fight that.
Are they still following you?
They were, and then they stepped into a bush and disappeared. I don't know if that's settling or not, but I don't plan on going to sleep tonight.
Right.
Mhm.
Maybe we stay up till daytime and then we sleep.
I like that. Wait, no.
What?
I feel like if we sleep during the daytime, we just risk waking up at night and doing this all over again.
I mean, we're gonna travel when we wake up, but
I mean, better to.
yeah, no, I mean, you're
Okay, yeah.
Other options are
some rest. You
traveling.
just track starred.
Right.
Okay, I'm going to follow you guys because
Yeah, we got a few options here. Either we can fuck off right now and maybe, but they could potentially get us again. We sort of huddle up facing out from the fire for the rest of the night and then go to sleep with sun up. Or sun up.
Yep. I do like. You know what? I will follow your guys' call. I'm just going to sit here for a moment.
Here, you can have the second person in the tent. Feel like
Well, thank you.
you need some like four good, not so sturdy walls, maybe.
I'm just gonna sit here and rest, and that's me for a moment. At least like a solid 5 minutes.
I'll just not zip. I'll like close the flap on the tent.
It's like I'm not asleep. I'm just resting. Promise.
Yeah, I just let you be in there by yourself for a bit. You had a moment, hang out with your fucked up lizard.
I'm here like having a panic attack, just like dry
Okay.
heaving and just like heavy chest breathing.
Everybody, maybe get closer to the fire. We'll take some like 4 or 5 quadrants of the fire facing out. I'm getting the fuck away from this bush though. Does anybody know what the fuck those were?
Mm-mm.
Can I roll a nature check on those things?
Yeah. Anybody who wants to can roll a nature check.
Do it. Hopefully, I understand what that was.
Wonder if this is one of the things I.
Oh.
Oh.
As I'm
What?
talking out loud.
What are the creature types for you, Rainier?
I always have to check.
Yeah.
Fae, fiends, undead.
Eh. Feels like it could be fiends.
I actually need to
Fayish.
look it up
Those could be
visually.
some boglins.
Officially. Neither. It is neither of those things.
Oh,
It
okay.
is actually its own thing.
Oh.
Fully, it is a
Fuck
fully.
that.
It is like a fully
What?
unique creature.
Oh,
That's cool.
hate that very much.
Yeah, it's a humanoid, but like it's like
Oh,
its
okay.
own category.
Yeah.
um. Okay. Let's see our rules here. Oh, cool. The three of you the three of you recognize either through story or learning, whatever you feel is appropriate.
Encounter.
You understand that this those one like some kind of fucking shadow wolves, like not corporeal shadow wolves, and then the little gremlin creature. Those are measles. They are horrid malformations, wicked, and they hunt by trying to pick off stragglers.
Any special information with the nat 20?
Within that 20 here, let me see what kind of special info we can.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, I think we learned all the important shit about
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
That they
Yeah.
strangle and teleport. They're
I'm going
strangled.
for flavor at this point.
Yeah. They have the they strangle you to death is their whole deal. They love
Yeah.
it. They want it. They want
Yeah,
more of
they
it.
love it.
They are
They're
extreme.
normcore, they're cunning.
They're normcore and cunning. They they attack. They try to do surprise attacks. Obviously, they can teleport people away. They're like they only like you would only see like 1 to 3 at a time. Like they live relatively separate kind of existences. They don't
Actually,
like commune with people.
I have a very specific question to ask that is directly relevant. Do
Yes.
they hunt during the day? Have I ever heard of them hunting people during the day?
It's extremely rarely. They want to
Okay.
catch you at night if possible. They are much
Got
more
it.
nocturnal.
I am satisfied with that information. That would be the thing Merv is racking the brain about.
Yeah. Definitely nocturnal kind of creatures.
I like
But you
look
say they
over
attack
Merv.
in 2s and 3s, right?
They just like they're like they don't
Small
congregate in numbers. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I look over at Merv. I'm like, Merv, what in the fuck was that teleportation?
I
was
don't-
in the middle of nowhere. How do I learn that?
I don't know how you teleport. They's measles.
Damn it.
They're just, I guess, born able to do it.
I don't like it.
Like maybe if we got some of their blood, we could
Ooh.
work something.
I pull out my short sword and like, does this count?
No, we need like a lot of blood. That's like
Oh.
I mean, it might just be one of those types of things where they're able to catch bits of magic that is shadow, you know.
oh, you think they like drink it?
Not everything is, you know, about
I
ingestion.
mean, like metaphorically.
Maybe. I don't know. It feels sort of like something that makes sense, you know. Just
Right. Well,
vanishing into the darkness.
The good news is I think it's rare that they will attack during the day, so
So we got a night ahead of us.
yeah.
Peek my head out real quick, and I noticed that all of us are here, but Nom and Ember seem to be a little bit far away.
Yeah, there.
I'm a little bit worried.
Yeah, you're gonna want to get in here as far away from those two specific bushes, actually. That big bush there and that bush over there is where they came from.
Ember,
I don't know
by
if there's a size requirement on bushes, but
It was Callan Ember's second watch.
yeah.
How do you all proceed for the remainder of this evening?
I'm not sleeping.
If Laylis isn't resting, but like also does not feel like watching, Rainier will just will go and ask him if he feels up to watching or if he feels too jittery.
Oh no, I will watch. I will watch. One of them is very badly hurt. If he peeks, I really do plan to shoot him.
Merv, you planning on staying up, or do you want me to take your shift?
I mean, you kind of look a little fucked up too.
Kind of
Oh, yeah.
shrugs.
I mean, you want to go only get you some dirt and then go to sleep?
Don't like how you said that.
You want me to fix you with some dirt and then go to sleep?
Also concerning, but I'll take it.
I'll cast a cure wounds on you, and then yeah, I guess I'll continue my rest.
All right. Cal and Amber finish their watch along with Laylis. Third watch comes up. That would be Merv and Laylis. The two of you, why don't you roll me perception checks?
Loving it.
Bit jittery, bit jittery.
Yeah, a bit
Well,
on edge this whole time. Ember, you're staying up?
You're muted.
You are maybe muted, Ted. Now you are muted.
Now I am
You
muted.
weren't. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Ember would finish out her shift and then turn in.
Turn it. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I thought you were having me finish out the shift. Sorry.
No, your watch is over, so your watch has come to an end. Merv and Laylis, very jittery after the attack. It's
yeah.
hard to even like concentrate on like any movement in the dark could be anything, and your watch goes by filled with paranoia.
Oh, I've definitely fired a couple stones into like the bushes, hitting nothing. Like I
Yeah.
just thought I saw something. And just pew!
Yeah.
Like, Merv, do you remember them fugly things?
They're measles.
They're still ugly.
I mean, I guess I wasn't focusing on their looks.
I got a good look at one of them. Didn't like it. Didn't
What
like
was
it.
that like rope they had made out of? It fucking
Ah.
hurt.
It really did.
It was like fucked up, like wire. I don't know.
I want it. I want that said rope. That's what I want. Oh,
Eventually, your watch comes to an end as well, and the sun rises on the 13th of chess. Another day in the journey complete. And that's where we're going to end our session.
That Zephyr strike, Dawson.